Yay.
And now I have to post all this on every other Discord channel. Bum, ba, 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 bum, bum.
Still so sad I don't have Blue Archive. I have this trial deck just fucking sitting here.
True. Unfortunately, the
I wonder what's gonna happen with that.
Blade.
It's
Even
really hard to say
Nova.
honestly at this point.
Doesn't have Blue Archive yet.
They said by the end of the month. End of the month is in a hot minute.
Should I move my camera over, Kevin, or can you slide me?
I'll slide you.
Alright.
Alright, I assume Jason's reading today?
Sir.
What's the next set then?
Well, I don't know.
Is it Al Butter?
No? Maybe?
No, it's Quince.
Quince.
Alright, you can talk about Quince. I'll be gladly talking about Al Butter.
Cringe.
Wait, don't you love Quince?
Not
Don't you
really.
love Nino? I mean, Itsuki? Burger Time?
Yeah. Yeah, and these cards all fucking blow.
Well, I mean, there's actually some
cards.
decently interesting cards.
Not for Itsuki nor Nino.
Quince,
True,
Swamp,
but aren't you a Ichika Snake fan?
She's not getting the cards either. It's literally only
Magic
Miku
Rock?
and Yotsuba that have gotten like cards. Nino and Itsuki's best cards have been Ichika cards that they got ported. They got ported to them.
Okay, I wouldn't consider Miku cards good. Although, granted, I
they're
don't.
more interesting. No, I said interesting. She's actually gotten like interesting enough cards to support her deck, which is better than other people have gotten.
Quince. Neo best girl.
Just never ending. They'll just make Quince cards forever.
So how many cards in Weiss Schwarz do you think have his burger
And they
on
are
it?
paying for all this custom art.
Is it all custom art?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This is
Speaking
Weiss
of burgers, though, how many burger cards are there in Weiss Schwarz? Do you think?
like 2 or 3. There's the Burger Cats, and then there's
Burger tier list.
Itsuki.
Burger
I think
Cat?
there's like one more burger card.
I feel like there should be at least a couple more cards that has burgers on it.
I don't think there's that many. I'd be surprised if it's more than a handful.
I feel like there should be at least 5 cards in Weiss Schwarz that
Yeah,
has
it's
a
a handful.
burger.
That's like 5. You can count on a finger. You can count on
Mia
your
Taylor?
hand.
Is Mia Taylor?
Oh, Mia Taylor does have a burger. There you go.
I don't know who Mia
Right.
Taylor is.
That's the
I
one
learned
from
that.
the Stiff 2
Brian,
set.
Brian taught me about that.
We talked
last
about that
locals.
girl. We talked about that card with Darcy. I said she had a burger.
She does have a burger. She's from New
I
York.
remember we did go over a set review show recently that had a burger on it.
Yeah, it was Stiff 2.
Bro, I don't want to remember that set at all, though.
What do you mean? It's coming out in English.
Yeah, for some reason. Dead game though, but by the way.
Okay, that thing that is so funny.
Oh
They're
yeah.
like, we're announcing the opening of the English version of the mobile game, and we're also announcing
closing it.
the closure in the same tweet. I was like, oh my god,
It is open and it is done. Woo! Oh,
English gacha.
Oh yeah, her climax is
Chris.
the burger. I see.
There's Christy.
and you
Oh
look
wait,
at
no.
it.
Oh
and
wait,
you go,
she
Chrissy,
has an
go to your
actual
box
card
room and
that
get out of
has,
here.
that has a burger. She has 2
Christy
burger cards.
couldn't be here because she had a case tourney, so I am here instead.
Better win.
That isn't doing case tourneys.
Yeah, my store won't do that. Absolutely not.
Cardcaptor Sakura hype. True. I know the Toronto Discord was hyping all over it. I check it every so often.
Hyping over what?
Cardcaptor Sakura.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I occasionally check what the Toronto people are talking about. Do a little lurking.
Little lurking.
Yeah, mainly I just go to random discords, check to make sure my bots are sending out card day stuff properly.
And that seems fine.
Although it's like I think it was like 3 days ago or something where the bot just like complete shit self and like screwed up all my card days.
I think in general we're in like the design like plateauing for a bit after it was like way up here.
I mean, Cardcaptor is just Project Sakurai again.
Yeah, I think we're
Really?
normalized for a little bit, which is fine because JP is pretty wide.
Well, if you think about it, Rear Sekai did have some pretty interesting cards.
No, Project Sekai, Kevin.
No, but Rear Sekai did have some interesting cards. But the problem with Rear Sekai is it's an extra booster set that didn't have enough cards, but it had interesting cards.
Oh, Rear Sekai?
Rear Sekai, from a design standpoint, had some unique cards that was pretty interesting. But
wasn't there that level 1 that could heal if you like hit?
And they had a different resonating style where you can resonate. It's a resonate experience, so you resonate a card that's in your level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rear Sekai was cool, but it ended up fucking sucking, which was like so tragic.
Well, it probably didn't have enough cards, right? It was an extra booster, right?
Yeah, like, as I said, your zero
had plenty of cards for being real. But...
No, but your zero lineup was so garbage. It was literally Brainstorm, Rico, Ricky, and a 3/5 wall.
Yeah.
And that was it. Every other card felt like pretty smooth to run.
A lot of the card design.
And you couldn't even play and your CX swap was also level 1.
Which, as we all know, having good zeros is like one of the most fundamentally important things, or at least like good enough zeros.
You gotta have good enough zeros,
right? Like Project Sekai literally plays 15 to 16 zeros, but they are good enough zeros that it like carries it. That Brainstorm is so fucking stupid in A choice or choice door or whatever.
The one that let
target
your event.
Because it lets you play 6 to 7 of the event, and then that basically just pretends to be like soul triggers without having to like shove soul triggers in your deck. It's huge.
I haven't seen any of the choice shell stuff yet because Tanner's been playing everything else before he plays that.
Did I? No, I gave him Bard. He's
on the like icy tail finisher with
I gave him
bar door. Yeah, he played that the other night.
That deck's fine. It's boring, but it's fine.
I mean, what about once you do that choice door? That's what I saw.
He keeps hitting the icy tail, never does anything. And I said, yeah, icy tail never does do anything.
I don't know, man. I was playing against Evan on Saturday, and my icy tail hit 5 out of 6, and I was like, damn.
Yikes.
This is the best finisher in the game. Holy. Pay 1, burn 1
I feel bad for Evan.
Yeah, I feel bad for Evan, too. I was like, yeah, that was kind of fucking bullshit. It was really funny, though.
Alright. Are you ready to start?
Yeah,
this is a quad color set. Is that the 100? Is it 100 cards or more than 100 cards? Please don't.
100 cards. Okay. Normal set.
Normal set.
Normal set. No TD.
Because it's a sequel set, but you can barely mix it with the old set that much.
You can't. You can't almost at all. Even the salvage brainstorms anti-traded. So, rip.
Unlucky. Hey guys, Kevin here from the Strictly Broken TCG team, and we are here with episode 63 of the Best Ever Set Review Show, featuring Cardcaptor Sakura 25th Anniversary. This is a sequel set to the original Cardcaptor Clear Card set that we had in Japanese back like 3 years ago, or 4 years ago now. English also has Cardcaptor Sec, but those are completely different from the Japanese version, so we cannot play this set with the English cards. And you could technically play this with the original Japanese set, but it doesn't mix as well. For our co-host, we have the usual Mr. Jason right above me.
Hello.
And above him, we have our special guest of the episode, Mr. Carmen Conluci from Strictly Broken as well.
What's up?
Why don't you talk a little about why you want to be a part of the show, I guess, or what draws you to Cardcaptor?
Oh, I love Cardcaptor Sakura. Like, thinking back when I was a young buck, like watching, Saturday morning cartoons and stuff like that. I remember, you watch Pokemon and you don't really think about Pokemon as like anime, right? But I remember Cardcaptor Sakura being like the first show I remembered like as anime. I watched it then, watched it again when I was a lot older. Still love it. Definitely pretty formative for me in terms of like my anime watching career. Love it in Weiss English set. You know, there's some cool stuff in there, but it was a little bit underpowered for the time. But the Japanese set was pretty okay for a while, and I enjoyed playing that as well. But I think this one's going to be even better than that. So pretty excited.
Yeah, the set that came out. No, this anime might be older than me. I don't know. I have to check. I'm a young man. I like these two boomers above me. Alright, with that being said, a shout out to our sponsors, Nova TCG, best place in North America to buy Japanese Weiss Schwarz products. Shout out to Weiss Tea Time. They provide us with these slides, and they are a good source for Weiss Schwarz content where you can find out about English meta decks as well as Japanese translations. Shout out to Strictly Broken. That's us. You can buy English stuff from Strictly Broken. And with that being said, before we start, we'll talk about the scoring system in case you're new here. We rate stuff from 1 to 5, 1 star being cards not worth from buying. 2 stars are tech cards that you might want to pick up to play around with. 3 stars are cards that we consider testing cards. These can be really good or just niche. You might want to pick some up just to test around with them and see if they're worth playing. 4 stars are going to be your good staples. They're going to be your early plays, your brainstorms, your rickies. These are going to be your staple cards that you almost want to pick up 3 or 4 of for any deck. And 5 stars are your highlight cards. These are going to be the cards that make you want to play a deck. These are the star cards of a set. With that being said, you guys ready to start?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get rolling.
Alright, starting off yellow.
Ooh, first card is our 1-0 Sakura, so there are no level 0 double Rs in yellow. Continuous during your turn, this gets 4,000 power, so it attacks at 75 at the climax. If this is in the front row, center slot, this gets +1 soul. And climax combo on attack, if you have 2 or more other anniversary characters, look it up to 4, choose 1 anniversary character or event from among them, add it to hand. So it is a Maguro for character or event.
One of the premium combos for the set, unfortunately, does not have a soul trigger, like other choice level 1 combos that exist.
However, I think that center slot 1 soul, while it doesn't totally make up for the lack of a soul trigger, even though it has like low power, it's kind of what we've seen with these level 1 choice combos. They get a soul trigger and they have really low like printed power, and then they like get some amount of power on turn to bring them up to spec. That like front row center slot +1 soul is really good, especially in a deck that's going to pan out kind of like this, where you're going to have a lot of events. If you're not playing like an early play or something like that to heal, you're probably just looping combo again and again and again. So on turns where you unfortunately whiff climax, having any like extra damage push on the card that you're probably going to begrudgingly slam down anyway is pretty nice. Also, of course, picks up events, deck speed, choice, pretty good trigger. Everything else there is pretty standard. So,
and for what it's worth, it is also a clear card trade, which could mean that it can work with some of the old set stuff.
Yeah, clear card is going to be the only trade that matters for like old set, because everything keyed off clear card, name, or secure. All of the old events having secure as the name. But I think this is like fairly like powerful. I think it's just the easy 4 like staple level 1 combo.
Yeah, it's good.
One level 1 combo. Oh, there we go.
All right, 3-2 Kero. Continuous, if you have 4 more anniversary characters, it gets -1 level in hand. Continuous, during your turn, this gets 3,000 power. Auto, experience, when this is placed on stage from hand. If you have 2 or more other Cloud cards, Sakura card, or Secure, with different name in your level zone, choose one of the following 2 effects. Either heal 1, or you may send any number of cards from the top of your deck, top of your clock to the waiting room. Deal 1 damage to yourself X times, equals the number of cards sent to the waiting room this way. Basically, you're dunking your stock, or you're dunking your clock, just say, I'm going to just cancel pings, which can act as like a super heal. Should you like, hypothetically you dunk 6, cancel 3 ping ones, now you've healed 3 off 1 card, which can be kind of insane if you know you're going to cancel. It's a good way to use like climaxes, right?
So if you know you have a high clock, like at least 4, and you can feel that you can cancel at least 1 of them, it's basically the same as choosing option 1. And then if you get any extra cancels, you get more heals. Otherwise, you just usually pick up the first effect.
Yeah, I think especially in a deck with all these deck speed events, a lot of these that you see down here at the bottom, these events, a lot of them move cards, or like a lot of them just draw a card, exchange, inch you through the deck. There's a torch that can move cards. There's what do we call the event from Key, Jason? What's that called again? Yeah, Puppet Show. That moves 3 cards. So you have a lot of ways to like control your deck. And even just in basic testing, like early smoke testing with this, a couple situations have come up where, like, you eat a big chunk of damage, you're pretty deep into level 2, your deck's pretty compressed, or you have a situation where you reveal climax on top with top check. So that's the same as doing the first effect, right? And then you get a certain amount of deck speed for however many pings you're taking as damage off the combo, and then if you're super compressed, you can hedge your bets for healing 2 or 3. Like, it's insane to have those situations where you're at the bottom of your deck, you're at like 2-5, you have like 5 cards with 3 climaxes in them, and that's like a good thing for you instead of being like, I want to end myself right there. And
somebody did this to me,
yeah.
I'd be tilted. If they cancel 3 times and they heal 3, I'd be a little tilted.
Oh yeah, but I mean, if they have a 5-card deck with 3 climaxes and 4 clock, it's a little bit
no, that's what I get. That's like,
but it'd still be pretty tilting. It'd be pretty tilting to be like, I thought I was ahead, and then they just put their whole clock into the waiting room.
Like kill 3, and then they refresh, and you're like, okay.
Mm-hmm. The upside is super good, and then I think the really good part about this card is that the baseline is just 4 more 10-5 early play heal.
Yeah,
because you're always playing these events, which makes the like downside of having to have the events whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the notable finisher that people will be looking to play would be playing towards these experience condition anyway.
Both of them do. Yeah, so both big finishers in
this unless you play the bar combo, which is like an early play combo, so you probably don't play much Carol Chan
thing.
All right,
I don't know how I want to rate it though. I feel like it has the potential to be so insane, but I do think it's just like it's a 4. I don't want to push it like too hard, but it's just a solid, super solid card with like this crazy edge up case that could like, blow out the game and doesn't hurt you to throw in your deck.
At least it's a pretty interesting early play healer. It's not so OP that it's like, Bunny Girl.
Game breaking or anything, yeah.
Bunny Girl early play healer that's just a 1-stock heal.
But
I think you'll see the situations to use this card more often than in other sets because of all the deck speed events. Like you're gonna find yourselves in those situations a little more often.
How many events do you think
Punch, see no climax,
should
and
run?
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Just like, might as well.
I mean, you play every deck's gonna play like what 10 events, probably, right?
Probably
at
somewhere
least 10.
Between. Yeah,
it's gonna be like
10.
I'm just going off what I do in Project Sekai with like the event deck, and that's like 10, and 10 feels like it's like 10 to 12. But that deck cares more about events than this deck.
I think you can get away. You can get away with 9 and just run 3 of each. You do need enough of each card to get the.
No, you always play, dude. You always play 4 of the stupid check 4 one that we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, the check 4 that can go back into itself. Yeah, pretty good.
That card's broken.
But I think the bare minimum is you want to play 3 of each. Bare minimum.
Yeah,
minimum. Yeah.
Absolute minimum. Yeah.
Because you need them. You still need them in your deck, and you have to level different names, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, they have to be in your grave to kick off the brainstorm too. So.
All right, next card.
All right, 3/2 Sakura. During your turn, this gets 2,000 power. Auto on play, heal 1. Climax combo experience. Pay 1, drop 1. When this attacks, if you have the choice in the climax area, you can pay cost. If you do, and you have 2 or more other Cloud card or Sakura card or Secure with different names in your level zone, deal 2 damage to your opponent. And if you have 3 or more, you get to shuffle 3 cards back in your opponent's deck. So it's like Silica, but cheaper, and an extra card. You shuffle an extra card.
So do note you do get both effects if you do have 3, because it's just 2 or more and then 3 or more.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's slightly better Sakura. I mean not Sakura, Silica, and you get 1 more extra shuffle back, and it's a better costed.
Yeah, it's like significantly cheaper.
Pay 1 ditch 1's much better than a ditch 2.
Or
Be careful of the wording of this card, by the way.
Project Sekai, right? That's like
very simple.
Pay 2, drop 1 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, why?
Yeah,
What's
I was
Q&A?
very I was concerned about that. I was like, what am I missing? Because I've
Wait,
been following it. I
I
haven't
don't
heard about
understand.
this.
What's the Q&A? I don't understand. I think this card seems pretty
Pretty
cut and
straightforward.
dry.
Ooh.
Common periods are different in this card than others. Yeah, usually there's like a period. Usually it will be like deal 2 damage period. Then it will say
Yeah.
3 or more. Shuffle back 3. But I think
So people are
because
saying it might overwrite and be you shuffle 3 instead of burning 2.
But I don't think it's ever
Because of wording.
the intention.
think it's ever
I don't think that's intended. But because it's but like
I can see it now. I guess
I don't speak
Well,
Japanese.
and
Okay,
it's something
apparently
I added in
Twitter.
to make it flow better in English. Technically, the end is not there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it says if you have 2 or more, burn 2. If you have 3 or more, choose up to 3. So it'd be like erasing the 1 effect. That would be terrible. But
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm
would be. I don't think that's
hope
intended.
not.
I think we should evaluate it as
As-
we can
to shuffle
assume.
3.
Yeah. There's
Um,
no way a Shovel 3 is
thi-
better than Burn 2.
This one is definitely a little bit more explosive than the other one. The other one, I guess, technically has a higher ceiling, but like setting it up is really hard. This is just like simple on play, heal, pay 1, ditch 1, burn 2, shuffle back 3. I'm not sure on the specific numbers, but I feel like if you triple this from 3-0, you should have a pretty decent chance of killing. With the upside that against a card like this, because it's a small instance of damage and then shuffling back more than you burned, 3 being very good because the card swings for base 3, right? Your opponent literally can't leave a small deck state against you for something like this. Like if they leave a 4 or 5 card deck with maybe like 1 climax in it, they could just get 360 no scoped, like in successive. Yeah, so it can be pretty bad. So it's the fact that having this card in your deck makes your opponent do a thing before the card even hits the board is also very good. I think it's another easy 4. It's not like a super crazy combo, but it's like cheap, efficient. Again, you're gonna have to play the events no matter what. I think literally like every package in the set revolves around events and levels, so we can kind of like move past that as like a drawback or whatever, and just kind of evaluate
the
it.
events are also just spoiler. The events are good, so like.
And if you are worried about the experience condition, do you know that when we get to red, there'll be a 1 card that basically fixes any worries about the experience.
You have multiple level fixing options.
Alright, next card.
Alrighty. 00 Toya. Pay 1, drop 1, climax, or pay 1, just got a climax swap, and then at the start of climax phase, use one of your anniversary characters to give it 1k and monster.
Monster. I mean, it's your CX swap. Second effect's not bad, but in the end, it's just your CX swap of choice. The only CX
it's the
swap,
CX swap for the set. Easy 3.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the flavor, the extra trait. Her brother always calls her, a monster.
I wouldn't know.
Fake man.
What the hell? Discard block slow monster. What is this? Okay. I'm not discard as Twitch. Alright, next card.
Alrighty. 1-0 Sakura. Your other 3-2 Sakura in the front row center slot gains 1500 power and auto pay and discard 1 anniversary character Encore. Continuous assist 500. Rest this. Look at the top card of your deck. Put it on top or bottom of your deck.
So it's only a front row center slot, so it's like it doesn't really do much, and giving the Encore to your 3-2 is like kind of whatever.
You're trying to win the game on that turn.
It does have a soul trigger though. Will be the
The
biggest
Surveil's like okay.
Okay.
Well, it's the Scry actually. The Scry's okay just because again, 2-3 on a small deck, pretty strong. Just kind of plays into that. For the rest of the game, though, kind of I can set up a Caro if you see a climax on the top. You can go for the second effect, but that's about it. If you do fail to kill, you can hand Encore and go again, which is pretty nice. I think if you throw this in your deck, it's probably like if you're getting real greedy with another backline assist and you run like a 1-1 split of like this and a 2-1 that like also is pretty nutty. But that's not on until blue. I I don't know. This is probably like a 2 in the grand scheme of things, right? It's like a tech, something you can mess with, grab like 2 copies, and mess around with it in this specific finisher deck. If you have the slots, again, the events are going to eat slots in your deck. So cute cards like this, thankfully, at least those events do add some selection to your deck, so you can easily grab one-ofs. So at least you have that to try these kinds of cards out.
Yep, nothing special.
Alrighty. 1-0 Sakura. Discard 1 anniversary character and this is from stage to waiting room. Pay the cost. If you do, real top 2 cards of your deck. Your opponent chooses 1 character of them from among them. You add it to your hand, send the rest to waiting room, and it is a cost 0 stock bomb.
And it's also another soul trigger.
Soul trigger. Woo.
Yeah.
I do not like these let your opponent choose effects.
The illusion of choice. That is when the illusion, they always have a choice. Unless you give them, I guess you give them like 2. No, top 2 cards. Yeah, it's illusion of choice. Sometimes you flip a climax and it's like, I take this. Thank you.
Can add events. I don't like that you can't ditch anything. I feel like with the selection being so bad on the filter, they should have let you ditch anything, especially when you're running a deck with so many events. It super sucks that you can't ditch an event. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I believe this effect is in other sets has also been ditch character.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, has it? I'm pretty sure the. Are they
I've seen it. I've seen it as ditch character. But cost bombs, there's not much of a reason to play it right now. This is just another costless soul trigger card. If that is something you value, you can mess with it. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. It's definitely not a 1. It's just another 2. Another cute tech card you can mess with just for the costless soul trigger.
If you want to play choice, it's your option too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're playing any choice, you are definitely hurting for soul triggers. So
wait, is the level 1 choice combo not the war? I guess not.
No, it is.
We talked about it.
Wait,
card number 1. Dude.
All right. I already forgot.
All right. Well, anyhow, 1-0 Sakura. When split on stage from hand, you have another anniversary character. It's getting 2,000 power, so it's a 6/5 experience. The time this was played from on stage from hand, if this card's battle opponent is reversed, and you have an event in your level zone, you may pay the cost. If you do search your deck for up to 1 anniversary character, show it to your opponent, add it to hand, shuffle your deck.
Well, this profile is kind of common nowadays. The trade-off is you don't need to rest a character, but instead you need to have an event in your level zone. Also notice basically irrelevant experience condition, but it's there.
It's there.
This is definitely like the auxiliary level 1 of choice. Again, you have like good selection and off your events, and then those events are costless or like refund themselves. So and this big selective event is from Grave. So a single copy of this is like an auxiliary level 1. You can pick it up off a salvage event, throw it down in a snipe lane, and then search your deck for something that you need. So it works out. You get selection in both zones just by playing this as an Aux level 1. Hits the same power line as the choice combo as well, which is super nice. I actually like this one a lot. I don't think it's probably a 3. It's like your staple auxiliary level 1, I think. I don't think it's like super cracked, but it's definitely pretty good.
Just waiting for the day they print one as OP as Chainsaw Man got.
Oh yeah, that one is. Filter and a plus.
Search
that card's insane. Like, that's like the reason I'm thinking about not playing Kishibe. Yeah, salvage. Pay 1, drop 1, rest 1, salvage 2.
Just play more Himeno. Yeah, I mean it's a totally valid.
I'm really thinking about it because of that.
Yeah,
it's not like the deck cares about Kishibe anyway.
I think Kishibe might be a bit bait. A lot of people are planning to attack out against it already in the upcoming format.
Yeah, the thing is, right?
Who cares? Let him tech.
Yeah.
Easy. Give me a free lane for Power Stalker, dude. I'll take it.
Anyhow, not Chainsaw Man stream. Next card, 2-1 Sakura. When this attacks, if you have 2 or more other anniversary characters until the end of your opponent's next turn, they get 1500 power. They get 1500 power and hand encore. And then when this is reversed to the card's battle opponent is higher level, stock Adachi or stock anti-change counter. Anti-change bomb.
Yeah, so I actually think this card's really good, but in this set it doesn't facilitate as much as it could in other sets. Yeah. Where
standby's not super crazy in this.
Other sets had a real beefy mid game. The thing that comes closest to it was like that aerial package, and then that card wasn't early playable, and I was like, oh, okay, well. That
Sad.
dream's kind of dashed because you can use this to like fight your opponent's big card and then like make your other cards even bigger at the same time. Like the line there is really good. It's just there's no cards to support it. But I think it's fine. It's like a 2. It's just a powerful tech card.
The best option this would be played in would be like the 8-bar deck, but then your level 3 early play is going to be 1 stock anyway. So why don't you just slam down a 3rd copy rather than this? But this is like an option for 8-bar.
For 1 turn. Only 1 stock for 1 turn.
True.
So you got to keep them around. So it could be useful in that deck for sure.
All right, read.
Alright, 3-2 Sakura. When this is put on deep from hand, look at the top X cards of your deck, choose the 1 card from among them, add it to hand, send the rest to waiting room. X is the number of your anniversary characters. When it's put on deep from hand, you have 4 more other anniversary characters. Put 1 card from the top of your deck in this stock, and this gets 4,400 power till the end of turn.
Being 1 stock check X.
14.
Yeah.
14k 1 stock check X.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
If you need the check X, it's definitely what you go for. Neither like big 1k 1 finisher digs for cards. Actually, none of them dig for cards actually. So the fact that you have this, if you feel like you need it, is definitely pretty powerful. Also, just like 14, 15 with a climax that you inevitably take off a card like this.
Yeah.
Can be strong. I think it's easy. Like this is probably a 3, honestly. It's like better than a like tech. You probably definitely grab like a couple copies of this.
This card was really good in Avatar too, right? And again, that's a balance. Yep. This is big, but like I think 1 stock check X in general is just like
it makes the fact that like you have to commit your board then play these cards, which is always the problem with a check X in general, that you have to commit your board before you know what you're doing. It makes it sting a lot less because you get the 2 soul beater and the check X for 1, and a lot of power. Very nice.
A lot of power.
Very nice. Next card.
0-0 Sakura. When spit on Thief from hand, choose 1 of your anniversary characters. Turn gets 1500 power. Pay 1, drop 1, salvage 1. Drop salvage. Woo.
It's on play or on death. Drop salvage.
Oh, on play on drop. Oh.
Yeah.
I always forget that's the only thing they ever do anymore. Now it has to be both.
Yeah, a lot of drop search, drop salvages now are on play on death because, you know, it's kind of power crept where most cards would end up playing like Recluse instead just because, you know, costless. So you might as well make them better.
Both finishers are pretty stock light in the grand scheme of things. All your events end up refunding themselves or being costless or generating new stock. So this being like a double timed filter with a super agnostic like power pump is really good. Think this will be like a one of that'll find its way into quite a few lists as just like a patch stock out in selection. Pretty strong. I think it's easy 3. That's like a staple filter.
They don't give 1k or other stuff.
Okay,
True,
but I like.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's true.
Usually when I'm salvaging, it's a thing that I want to get the 1k, but I can't get the 1k because I'm salvaging it. Unfortunately.
I'd rather have the double time, man. Being able to pay 2 and filter out 2 cards if
but
need be on the
same
same turn.
It's still a side grade in the grand scheme of things. I just think
Nice.
the double timing is better.
Oh yeah, double timing is so broken in this game.
True. 0-0 Sakura. Auto. When this activates up to once per turn, when using act, choose 1 of your anniversary characters. Turn it gets 1,000 power. Pay 1, send this to waiting room. When your other anniversary character is front attack, you may pay the cost. If you do, return that character to hand. So it is a Shinobu with an act pump.
Yeah, unfortunately, there isn't too many good like costless act activation. So the first effect might not you might not be able to activate the first effect all the time without spending a stock. TJ's brainstorm.
Yeah, in my early smoke testing, the list that I was playing didn't play any of that. However, this card was played in a large amount of them, just because, again, the kind of deck that these ends up being, a lot of events, looping your level 1 combo when you're not doing something like playing an early play, sort of bridging the gap in the mid game, playing your level 1 combo multiple times, a card like JC, especially because it is Shinobu, sorry, force of habit. A card like Shinobu, especially with Sakura name, that you are comfortable, if need be, parking in the back row can be a good way to start your turn, because all of the events require a Sakura name on board, some requiring multiple. So the fact that this is a card that helps you loop your combo, and you can play it down to like sort of start your turn, because you know you could play it down, then brainstorm, get the act power, things like that, as well as help you loop your combos. Very powerful. It is like it's a 3 though. It's like a 3. It's a simple Shinobu plus field plusing card. Not anything super crazy.
Fuga's a free act. Hey, they don't know that yet.
Yeah, Fuga does a free act. That's the spoiler.
That's spoiler.
Alrighty, 0-0 Karo. If you have 2 or more other anniversary characters, it gets 1,000 powers to 25. And then it is on play from stage 2 waiting. On step from stage 2 waiting room, you may put the top card of your stock to clock. If you do, search your deck for a cost 0 anniversary character whose level is equal to or lower than your level. Place it on stage in any slot rested, and shuffle your deck afterward. We will never get Sokka in Japanese.
Yeah,
Nope.
No, on death spawn rookies are just not it.
No, they're not.
I mean, better.
Wait,
than...
Sokka doesn't even spawn rested. I forgot that.
What?
Sokka doesn't even spawn rested either. I forgot that.
Usually
that's why it's like on death. On death spawn rookies are
like
usually. What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, because it's on death, so has to be.
Can't even overplay the
prevent
it's so bad though, right? Because it's like it can't even overplay itself to be an attacker because it's on death.
Yeah. It's like the other clock plussing effects that you have do not like selectively search a card, so maybe there's like a case for this, but even then I don't think so. I don't think you end up playing this.
On death rest is just way too slow, I think.
It could. I don't want to completely write it off, but like this is probably our first one. I don't want to. Yeah, it's probably a 1. I think there's a better clock plus that also has to attack and die to get its effect, but it has the chance to plus you more. Unfortunate.
True. 0-0 Sakura. Pay 1. Rest 2 of your characters. Brainstorm the top 4 cards of your deck. For each climax, among them, repeat the following effect. Put the top card of your deck into stock, then reveal the top card of your deck. If it is the anniversary character or event, add it to hand.
So this is the first brainstorm of this kind.
That's weird.
If you hit 2 off of this, you get +1 stock, +2 hand. Kind of interesting. But I think lots of people are going to be turned off because it's a rest 2 and it's not as very poor selectivity.
Okay, wait. Kevin, we can cook. There's the pay 1 go to memory does not have to be standing in this set.
What the fuck's a pay 1 go to memory?
We can go crazy. It's a blue pay 1 level.
Oh, right.
Check 3.
Yeah, okay,
so we can go nuts if we hit with this, man. Let's just it's.
I feel like this.
Just roll and roll and roll.
This card is like
nuts.
This card would be like super broken in standard format. There'll probably some kind of like infinite loop for this card in standard now.
Especially because of anniversary trait. There's so many cards it works with. Damn, Patty's going nuts over this card for
in Cardcaptor Sakura though. It's like it's pretty nice, but there's a better brainstorm.
Yeah, I gotta sit down and cook with this.
There's a very core brainstorm. Not just a better brainstorm.
This card's so fucking cool, though. I'm a big fan. I gotta sit down and cook something up with this.
I believe you. You're gonna give up on it, but anyhow.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's cool. We'll give it the 3. Give it the 3 for a new card.
Tanoshi.
Sakura's way too flat to have a union brainstorm. Oh man, people haven't talked about the union effect in years now. Because the union effect's kind of dead now.
Alrighty, 2-1 Toya. Pay 2 and use this card's backup. Free fresh. 2500 counter.
Yeah, if you play a choice or a door, you can always just slap one of these in and you always just grab off if you have one of those turns where you double or triple trigger CXs.
Yep.
And then again, the top ends are fairly stock light. The chance you can actually use this and still play the game a little higher. Especially because, again, like Kevin just said, they all involve choice. Pretty much all these decks will involve choice in some way. So, even better. It's another easy 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing crazy.
You could play an 8 pants deck though.
Good.
You could.
All right. 0-0 Sakura. Assist 500. Auto. Send this to waiting room. When you have the adversary character sent from stage to waiting room, if it's in the back row, you may pay the cost. If you do, return that character rested. So it's a Pina, field saver, whatever you want to call it.
Field savers, hit and miss. It really depends if you have like a really strong mid game you want to save. The set does have one. That's the pretty nice to play towards. But I think they have a better back row specifically for that deck.
I was gonna say your back row would really clog if you tried to play this with that. So, it's probably it's a 2.
It's like a JC that doesn't have to stock. Smile.
A Shinobu. Your turn. Gotcha. See, it's hard.
Gotcha.
It's hard. It's hard. It is
brain rot.
Yeah, it is years and years of brain rot.
All right, 0-0 Sakura. The character crossing this cannot move to another slot. When it's played on stage from hand this turn, they gets 3,000 power.
It's a 4/5 anti-runner, so it's really gonna destroy any runners.
Yeah,
but runners are not that prevalent in the meta right now.
One. One. Next card. Cute art, but next card.
Arrow. When this is put on stage from hand, if you have 2 or more other anniversary characters, you may draw 1. If you do, discard 1. When this attacks, choose one of your other anniversary characters until the end of your opponent's next turn. It gets 1500 power and Encore. Discard 1.
A second one of this we've seen now. A 2-1 and a 1-0 version. Unfortunately, it's like kind of whatever still. In the set, at least.
Draw, drop, and Toa. Could be good, especially if playing standby. It is yellow level 1. Might be slightly awkward if you're playing standby, but I think yellow will find its way into most decks. It's probably a 2 tech card. Hand filter plus the Toa effect. Pretty good.
I see some people on Twitter looking around. They just play triple yellow events. They play like the old clear card search event.
I don't remember what that does.
It's just such a clear card character. Give a character like twin drive.
I see. That's bad, though.
But then, like, the choice level 1 and the pants level 3 are both clear cards.
I guess. Alrighty. 1-1 Sakura. Experience during your turn if you have an event in your level zone. This gets 9,000 power. So it is an 11-5 during your turn. When spell takes from hand this turn, they get 1500 power. Wow. That's big.
Yeah, you want 13.
Yeah,
who cares about 13k level 2 ones? You can get 13k 1-1.
This is basically just those, like, 2-1, like, 13ks, like, except it's 500 power smaller. Like, those, like, 2-1, 10k, or 3k, gain 10k. It's, like, the same kind of card, basically, except it's a level 1. Has a soul trigger. It's definitely not the worst card. If you gotta kill stuff, the fact that you can do it even earlier is super nice. And it's got like literally no strings attached because you're playing events anyway, and it's yellow. So
yeah, where was this
good
card?
for choice.
This card back in
Easy
the
too.
back in the Alice days. You needed this.
Yeah. Cards like this were like probably much better than the level 2 killers, to be honest.
Well, yeah, because Alice could not beat that card.
Yeah.
But 2-0 Kero. If all your characters are anniversary, this gets 4,000 power, so it's an 8-5 Climax combo. Send the level stock soul from your Climax area to the waiting room. When this attacks, if you pay cost, choose up to 2 anniversary characters in your waiting room, send them, add them to hand, and then send the rest to stock. Choose it to 1 at a hand, and send the other to stock. Alright, sure. You can send it to stock, I guess.
So the 8-5 can't play into level 2. You can. There's a spawn brainstorm that can spawn any cost 0, but it's not on trade obviously, so you don't get the power. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I don't got a lot going for this. I don't believe we have an Amagi in CCS JP. I know there's one in English. And then you'd say, oh, but we could use the Resonator from the old set to like turn the extra stock into cards. Except that needs like clear card and only hits on clear card and secure. And this card's Clow card. So maybe there's a cook, but this comes online so late I don't know. I'm gonna give this the hard pass, boys. I'm gonna give this the one. We do not like it. We love Caro, but we do not like this
Smush,
card.
man.
Two zero combos, pretty hype though. Let's see more of those. Let's push that
Real.
design space.
The third one, I think. Probably that guy in Cross has a 2-0 combo.
Alright. 2-1 Fujitaka and Toya and Sakura. Assist 2002 level 3 or higher characters. Rest this. Look up the 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. Put them back on top of the deck in any order.
Not bad, but I think Carmen has a different 2-1 back row he likes.
Oh yeah, the blue one is the blue one's
told us.
unbelievably cracked. I played a card like this in Summer Pockets back in the day. The top 2, you look at your opponent's deck, but that card was a costless 1-0, so you had a lot longer to use it. However, you do have a finisher that burns for 2, which is pretty sick. So you can set up your attacks in such a way where you get the best value out of it. Look at your opponent's top 2, but that's all weird edge case stuff. And again, that card was a costless card that came online a little earlier. I think this is just fine. There's a much better assist you could be playing, provided that you're in blue. But you could do a lot worse than this. This is like a 2.
Yeah, something similar doesn't all Happy World. All I remember was ReZero and Gun Gale had on play Scry look at top 2 opponents.
SMP had tap, costless 1-0 tap, just do it every turn.
Oh, I remember that card now. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like a set 1 card or something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. 1-0 Sakura card. If you don't have another character with Sakura in its name, this cannot be played from hand. Choose up to one of the following 2 effects and resolve it. If you have an indifferent character, draw a card. Or choose one of your opponent's level 1 or higher characters. Your opponent chooses level X or lower from the waiting room. Swap them and choose one of your characters. Give it 1k power. X is equal to the level of the character chosen by 1. So it's a level down that gives 1k. Or an Upstart Goblin. It just draws a card.
So each event will have 2 different versions of it in the set. So there's this one that's a draw or level down. And then there's the one in green that's also... Was it green? Was it the stock one? The stocking event was the other soccer card?
Yes. Yeah, yes. The puppet show.
So you either choose between the stocking one, which does lose you a hand but gets you stock, or you play this one, which goes net neutral at worst and can dig for a CX or can help you answer boards.
A lot of the time, at least in my early smoke test builds, again, all early pre-release testing, you begrudgingly play this as your 1-3 of event because it's yellow, because it's inoffensive. It at least always exchanges for another card, digging you towards a climax. Again, you're a deck that's probably looping its combo all the time, so that extra draw does compound and come up. And then, randomly it's a level down, can randomly fuck over your opponent's very specific strategy, and it didn't cost you anything to put it in your deck, and you had to put it in your deck to hit experience anyway. If you can support playing the green one, you can try it. There is a way to make the events colorless, but the way that the decks work out, again, they're stock light, hand heavy, so you kind of want just the card that you can play that kicks your cards that are on play in an event, that just replaces itself and puts itself in grave for you to swap it into level and stuff like that. So the Upstart Goblin ends up being pretty preferable. I think I'm just gonna give this one a 3. This one is nothing special. It's just Upstart Goblin with random upside that might come up.
Yep, you either pick this or you pick the stock event. Which, as we said, the decks are a stock light.
Mm-hmm.
Because of this card exist.
1-1 Clow card. If you don't have another character with Sakura in his name, this cannot be played from hand. Choose one character in your waiting room, add it to hand. Experience. If you have an event in your level zone, you may put the top card of your deck into stock. Card is kind of crazy.
Yeah, so it's basically a cost event. We've already seen multiple cost salvage events that has been pretty prevalent. Versailles had a coin flip TV stock, refund stock. Was it Danmachi has a back row makes theirs costless. The Overlord has a back row makes it costless, and those are pretty. And all those decks played max copies of their salvage events. And this one is just a refund stock with basically a fake condition, unlike the other decks.
Yeah, it lets you pay out dirty stock, and you get, you don't know what the card you're replacing it is, but the chances are known dirty stock versus the top of your deck is probably.
I mean, you could also just go
hopefully clean.
do it and then make
exactly.
your stock cost an action afterwards anyway.
Exactly. So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You can finesse it many different ways to clean stock, or hedge around the blind stock. Brainstorming afterwards. If it's clean, you got a 5-card brainstorm. We saw that card that scries the 1/0 Sakura back row. That was another use for this, sort of a fringe use, but the card is just so good in and of itself because you have so many ways to add events, and it just adds free selection to your deck. You are playing so many mill cards, so many deck control cards when you're playing these event-based decks that your graveyard is really going to be where most of your cards are that you want to pick up. So the fact that this is a salvage plays directly into that. And those deck control events can grab this card, which then can grab cards from your grave. So you can kind of loop events into selection. So this card is super, super good. I think this is the standout event for sure. Easy 4.
Well, what was
probably one of the best ones?
What was the other flow card? Was it the search one?
The Cloud card, I believe.
Yeah,
the
search.
The search might be
Cloud
Cloud,
card is the
red
show,
one.
Isn't it?
No.
That's Sakura. That's
Sakura is
card.
definitely yes. Sakura is the puppet show.
Oh, you're right. Because I talked about that. I didn't like the.
Okay, yeah. Secure was the draw. Was another Upstart Goblin, and because there was a reprint.
Yeah.
And the the torch event. So yeah, the search one was the other one. So there's a 1/0 search event, but the reason why people will opt this one instead of the 1/0 search we'll talk about later, but it's the condition to play the card.
It's a reasonable condition. Why?
And it's not even the condition. Again, a lot of it is you are turboing through your deck every
really. I feel
this,
like that one's the condition, to be honest. It's
it's still good. I mean, it's still good. You can.
It's good. It's just more rigid.
But, one requires 3 Sakura names, while the other requires 1 Sakura name.
The downside of this, targeting waiting room, and you don't get to target both zones and mix the events. I'm saying it's not that bad, right? Because you're milling through your deck so much. You usually have pretty much everything in your grave that you need. Mm-hmm. And it's free. You get that extra little finesse to clean your stock or do whatever you need to.
All right, and that's it for yellow. I need to grab my water bottle. I realize it's in the other side of my room, next to my bed.
Okay, have fun.
1 second.
Making progress. What am I down to?
I remember
a little bit more.
I'm trying to remember if green had anything that I cared about.
Oh shit! My man had a chocolate water bottle.
One card.
So a lot of the shower on stuff.
Yeah, one card. That was
and
Julio.
The mid game package that I'm hoping somebody can crack that. I messed around with it a little bit, but it was before we had all the cards. I haven't sat down with it again.
I see.
All right, are we good to start green now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, my man has a chunk of water bottle.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's the drink X amount a day water bottle.
Oh shit, you had to finish the entire water
bottle?
Be
good, bro. Trying to be good. Every day. You gotta drink it every day.
0/0 shower on.
Oh, this card. I remember this.
At the start of your climax phase, if this is in the front row, choose 2 of your other anniversary characters. This turn, they gain the following ability. Pay 1 when this character attacks. Pay the following twin drive, and then act. Discard an anniversary character. Send the standing stock card to stock. Standing. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Your opponent chooses a character or event from among them. Add it to hand. There's another one of these.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you basically go -1 plus 1 stock. So it's like a hand stock sort of to make your opponent choose a card for you. And then the fact that the twin drive only works while it's in the front row.
Okay.
Is what also makes it sad too.
The first effect can be super sick, but the second effect is why isn't it just a field-based card? Why isn't this just a clock bomb? Why does it do something else? If this was a clock bomb with that other effect, maybe that would be cool. You'd have an incentive to actually use it. Maybe there's a better use for it, but this is I don't know. It's when you see bombs that are brainstorms and stuff like that. It's 2 effects that don't work together. This is a manatees card, dude. The manatees put 2 interesting effects together, but they don't gel very well. I think this would have been better with any kind of attacking like effect a reason to run it in.
This is
the first effect definitely has like potential to be really cool.
this is who let Bushiroad cook card.
True.
What do you mean they don't cook? They got the manatees in the tank. They pull the lever, and the manatees make the card.
And card come out.
Yep.
True. All right, what did you get?
I don't think it's completely terrible. It's probably a 2. You can mess with it, but at a double rare, it's a little unfortunate.
Damn, have we ever got 1-star in a double rare yet, Jason?
Yeah, we definitely have.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I tell you what the card was?
I don't remember.
But
Wait, why manatee and not platypus? Because
the manatee, it's a old
it's the South Park joke.
Old South Park skit about how they make Family Guy jokes. But it's the same way Bushiroad makes cards. They just consult the manatees and they push balls into the chutes, and then certain 3 balls come out, and that's what the card is.
South Park reference.
We love the manatees.
All right, read.
Alrighty. 3/2 Sakura. When displayed on stage from hand, you may heal 1. Climax combo and attacks if you have the bar climax in the climax area and you have another anniversary character. Choose one of the following 2 effects and resolve it. Deal 1 damage to your opponent. Pay 2. You may pay the cost if you do until the end of your opponent's next turn. This gains the following ability continuous. The character crossing this cannot deal damage to players. Wow. Incredible.
Yeah, you do have a way to early play this. And that's
it
all
is
I'll say.
super expensive.
It's very expensive.
It's really hard to get this card out.
But you can early play this.
That second effect, man, is like that could be pretty
Cool.
that could be pretty gross. The fact that it's pay 2 means that like you're gonna have a lot of trouble recurring that turn after turn after turn in multiple lanes, which is by design. And you're gonna have to have a lot of stock to play it in the first place, and you got to have a lot of specific cards to play it in the first place. At least it heals. It's got 2 pretty decent effects: pseudo finishing effect and a effect that will keep you alive for all that setup. I am just gonna be safe and give it a 3 because it needs like such a very specific kind of deck. It needs like a Kanata kind of like lightning in a bottle kind of deck list to probably work. And I personally, my like personal opinion is we probably don't get there with the set. I hope someone figures it out. I'm gonna sit down with it, see if there's some way to do it, but it's probably a little bit too much. Because this could be pretty nuts if there's like a Kanata type way to consistently, like there's a play pattern to consistently get this stuff out and abuse it over and over and over again, but I don't think we'll get there.
Yeah.
Yep. You need the chef for sure to play with this.
Yep.
Alrighty. 0/0 Sharon and Sakura. Auto. Pay 1 for the top card of your deck and a clock. When this is sent from stage to winning, you and pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, choose level 1 or higher card among them, show it to your opponent, add it to hand, send the rest to waiting room.
This kind of Ricky has been played a few times now, or it has been printed a few times now. It hasn't been played. The only time I remember seeing it play was like popping party decks.
Oh, people.
You're not hurting for deck speed in this set, especially when you're playing, like, you know, obviously when you're playing the events, you're not hurting for deck speed. So, and this adds level 1 or higher cards. So that's the whole reason you'd want to play it. There's a card that could potentially +2 that, again, also has to die. That even swings in at, like, almost a similar power line. So I think that the reason to play this card, especially with green not being very prevalent in those event-based decks, they are mostly the other 3 colors, makes this not the choice. However, it's definitely a card that you probably want to grab. It's like an easy 3, super solid on death plus, lets you tri-field easily, gives you deck speed. I just don't think it ends up being the choice for most builds.
I see. Makes sense.
It definitely was until we got that other one revealed. I was definitely like slamming for this in every deck until we saw the other one.
There's
quickly cut.
There's no on play plus, right? Clock plus.
No, they're all on death. There is a way to clock yourself on play, but it is a filter, not a plus.
All right, unlucky.
Alrighty. 1/0 Sakura. When this put on stage from hand, mill 2. If there's a climax among those cards, choose one of your characters. Turn it gets 50 under power. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, if you have a climax in the climax area, you put the top card of your deck into stock.
Usually I like stalkers, but the RNG taking power makes it very volatile. Or sometimes can't reverse.
RNG power, but like, if you're playing that mid-game strategy, you probably have to play this card because you need so much stock. But yeah, I mean, it's a stalker. It's probably not the best one. It's probably a 2. Force mill, and then you need the climax down, so it's like a 55 at worst. You can at least snipe a lane with that, but it's not great.
But then your opponent presents a board of 6Ks, then it's like
you're super smudge.
Super smooch. Me too. 2/1 Sakura. When this card's battle opponent this card's backup is used, choose one of your battling characters. Turn it gets the following ability. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, it's a memory. 30k counter. It's a memory kick counter.
Memory kick
love
counter.
Memory kick counters.
Yep.
Where's your memory kick counter, Kevin? Where's your memory kick counter?
What do you give to cards like these? Just like a
Just 2.
It's like
Just 2. You just pick up 2. Like a 1-up you play in the deck.
Yeah.
And not offensive. There's a lot of time where this can randomly come up in matchups.
Memory kick, pretty good.
Yeah, they're right. Alrighty. 2/1 Sakura. Experience during your turn. If you have an event in your level zone, this gets 6,000 power, so it is an 11/5. Auto, rest one of your other anniversary characters. When this card is placed on stage from hand, you pay the cost. If you do, swap a card in your level with a card in your waiting room, and then it has anniversary hand encore.
11k, smaller than the 1/1, and you're not hurting for level swap in this set.
Yeah, I think this card's completely unneeded. This is a 1. We can just move on. There are far better ways to swap your level in more relevant colors or cards that don't require color.
Alrighty, 3/2 Sakura. You have True Love's Climax in your waiting room. This gets -1 level in hand. When it's played on stage from hand, if you have another anniversary character, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose 1 card among them, add it to hand, send the rest back on the top of the deck in any order. And until the end of your opponent's next turn, this gets 2k power, so it'll be an 11k for a turn cycle.
Yo, you check 3, see 2 of TCXs, put it back on top, early play Carol. That's basically it.
Nuts. Insane.
Insane.
Completely nuts. Green's actually kind of a little rough to play, unless you're playing specifically the Puppet Show green event in an event-based list. I don't even know if this card makes the cut. I don't think it's a bad card. I kind of like this. You know your first 2 triggers, card cantrips. You're a deck that probably likes to loop combo, so getting into another climax would be good. It sits relatively large. I think it's an easy 3, but you got to have like a real use case to play this over a healer, versus like the 2 healing options, both in colors that are probably more easily smashable than green.
Well, the other one, red or blue?
Blue.
Yeah, green. The blue and yellow.
Alrighty. 0/0 Sakura. During your turn, that gets 3,000 power. Climax combo. When the bar is placed in your climax area, if it's in the front row and you have 2 more other anniversary characters this turn, this gets 1,000 power. And the following, and until the end of your opponent's next turn, this gets the following 2 abilities. During your turn, when this card's battle opponent is reversed, you may choose one of your anniversary characters, rest it, move it to a front, back row slot, and then when this front attack, you may turn this to hand.
So what, the swing's at 4k, 5k, 6k? Yeah, 6k. Swing's at 6k and potentially go +2 out for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not
level 0 combo. It's like,
I don't think it's awful.
No, it's not bad at all. I just think that it probably doesn't work very well with the event-based stuff. There's like maybe some other deck that doesn't play a lot of events that you play this. Maybe you could play this into the mid-game stuff. I don't know. Play a bunch of like off cards that help you, keep enough cards and generate enough stock to hopefully play down the other thing. Then your 8-bar. I don't know. Maybe there's something there.
Because like clean cuts aren't a plus, but this card balancing is. I mean, I guess like.
Well, the first one,
sort of, like, good.
First one can be a plus. The second one would only
clean cuts
be a plus.
Are
one.
like.
Clean cuts are only a plus if you're using it to attack with like a shitter.
If you pair this with the if you pair this with the Clow Reed, the pay 1 send to memory, you can like turn it into a card, a pay 1 plus. But that's still not great.
Reverse one, pay 1, get +2.
It's good in the early half of the game, I think. At level 0 and at level 1, if you could do 2 turns of this and like go +1 over 2 turns.
Yeah, I think some
And
people
being
might
on
play this
bar.
in 8 bar so that you can afford to just play spam on like the puppet event, so you build up your stock. But the only problem with this card is like you have 0 selectivity.
Yeah, I don't hate this card, but I don't love it either.
But like
deck speed, not having deck speed isn't that big of a deal again because of all the events. But I'm not really that big of a fan.
So
yeah, it probably doesn't play well with that.
The thing with the 8 bar deck is that you'll have something at level 2. So even though this doesn't transition well with 8 bar, this doesn't transition well in 8 bar. You go for your like play at level 2.
Yeah, you just want to get as many of those down as possible, and then sit on them as long as you can. It's the sitting on them part that I don't know how well it will go. They're not that overtly defensive. I don't want to completely write this card off. It's like a 2. There's probably something there. Definitely want to like mess with it a little bit.
Definitely one of the more unique cards in the set.
Yeah. It's like a level 0 that gets big.
True. 0/0 Shower On. At the start of your opponent's attack phase, choose one of your anniversary characters. This turn it gets 500 power. Brainstorm. Pay 1 Restless, flip the top 4 cards of your deck, send them to a waiting room, and then for each climax, search your deck for an anniversary character. It is a search brainstorm. It's a very generic search brainstorm, actually.
I just
super generic. It's like this is just like a 2. There's like not even anything to say about it. There's like not Shower On names that are needed for this. There's not like anything special. This is just like it's Shower On and he's a brainstormer.
Jason, I think your mic quality got even worse.
Did it?
Okay, now it's
sounds good to me.
No, the whole time I was reading it, it was like echoey on my end.
Weird.
Good now.
Yeah, it's good now.
That's weird. 1/0 Sakura. When you use cards back up, if you have an anniversary character, choose one of your battling characters, give it 1k power. It's a 2k counter.
2k counter.
2 for 2k.
Yeah.
It exists. Blessed enough to have it. You know, Cardcaptor Sakura English was deemed too strong to get this profile. We only got a 1500 back on.
Real.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, sure.
He's right. All right, 1/0 Shower On. When this is put on stage from hand, this turn this gets 3000 power. Climax combo. Discard 1. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, if you have the bar in the climax area and you have another anniversary character, you can pay the cost. If you choose the 2 card in 2 anniversary characters in your waiting room, add them to hand.
Okay, I think this might be the bar combo people usually pick for the 8 bar decks just because it's double selectivity.
But like, it's minor, but I hate that this card has to discard to do the thing.
Well, I mean, it's like a lot of the other discard, salvage 2 or search 2.
No, usually they're...
Well,
no, the salvage 2s are usually salvage 1, and then you may discard to salvage another.
This is ditch, then you can't salvage. Then you salvage.
Yeah, you have to ditch to be allowed to salvage the first time.
Well, if you ditch, you can salvage whatever you ditched.
Bro, if you're at 0 hand, you can't use it.
Well, wait.
Oh, if there's no hand, you lost the game already.
That is a downside.
It's like a minor downside, but it's real.
Number 1, you can ditch anything. Sometimes you can't ditch anything with these.
Wait, no, they can
number
ditch
2, this card.
Anything.
No,
wait, is this not just like Fubiki level 1, the TD card?
Yeah, it's Fubiki.
Yeah, but like but there's the Chizuru that's just like the Chizuru, and then the one from Summer Pockets.
Okay.
Umi?
Whatever her name is, yeah, sure.
Look, bro, I'm just saying, we got better, and they're doing us dirty.
Okay, those were double rare combos. This is like uncommon combo.
I was just gonna say that I like that he gets power without having to play the climax down. So this card is a functional attacker without a climax, which is like always the downside to playing these stupid things. I swear they never get power without a climax down. And yeah, at least it's 8k and it's on bar. It's probably what you want for that deck. You do need to, in that deck, not only build a bunch of stock, but also put a bunch of specific cards together by the time you hit level 2. So this Kevin's onto something there. It might be something you want to do. It's like a 2. It's like not the greatest. It's an on-reverse combo, but it is super selective and filters your hand and is fairly big. So we'll just leave it at that. Sad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nothing crazy, but it is an uncommon. Oh god, yeah, here we go.
Alright.
All right,
Time.
the rest of the
Memory.
3-2 package.
Alright, memory. When this is sent from stage to memory, if you have no other copies of this card in your memory this turn, this gains the following ability: continuous memory. While it's in your memory, your green double R 3/2 Sakura gets -1 level in hand. Pay 3, ditch 1, send this to memory. Choose 1 3/2 Sharon in your waiting room. Place it on stage in any slot.
It's so much. This is like so much you got to put together. So you got to have this card. The Sharon has to be in your grave, and you have to have at least 2 of the 3/2 Sakura to have.
Well,
it's
just 3 cards in hand. 3 specific cards in hand, one
and a
in.
climax.
And a climax.
And a climax. And 5 stock.
It's not the worst.
Is it more than that? No,
it's 5.
It'd be
Wait,
6.
Oh yeah, it is 6.
And if you want to do the other part, you need 7 before you go into attacks.
That's such a headache.
Yeah, and then an additional more for if you want to resolve the can't burn effect, which is probably at level 2. That's
wait, is it 6 stock?
Right?
Oh yeah, 6 stock. If you actually want to do the combo. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's 6. No, it's 6 to get them down.
No, it's not.
It's additional
so
1.
3 to summon it, and then
No, it's this. You got to pay
summon
1 to
Sharon.
play this too, Kevin. +1. You got to pay.
Oh, you have to pay 1 to play this. Too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it's like Hifumi, right? Except instead of playing the Hifumi down for free, it's a pay 1. And you don't get any cards back.
I don't think we call this a Hifumi. I think that's an insult.
No. It just is the same base cost to get it going. The fact that you can only early play these on 1 turn, it's not like it always has that. It is for the turn that this card goes to memory. You can early play the Sakuras. So it's not like, oh, I put this card down and I'm okay with it dying because I can play it for 1 stock again the next turn. Unless you hit level 3, you can never put this card back down again. Ever. You can never put this card back down. That's the most miserable part of it. Is like if your opponent answers your board and you cancel a stay at 2, you literally have nothing that you can do. You can't do anything anymore. And that's the most miserable part about it. And I think for me, honestly, that might kill the whole thing for me, is the fact that I have to build all these resources before level 2. I have to get them all together in the right zones. I got to play this, and I only got 1 turn to get as many of these Sakuras on the board as I can. And then if my opponent answers them and I stay at 2, like my deck probably wants to do with a deck like this, I'm punished by not being able to play them ever again until I hit level 3. At least they're cheap again when I hit level 3. But it's like the card is like playing against itself. I think that if you could just keep playing them down at level 2 for 1 stock, this would actually be like super sick and maybe worth trying to put together like a deck that plays into this super hard. But that one little this turn, that one little thing right there, really kills the whole thing for me. Because if you stay at 2, you are boned. Your whole deck does nothing after that point. You are probably crashing into your opponent's level 1s at that point.
I think all I want to say is, isn't this 2 more stock than Hifumi to like double Sakura?
Yes. Because you have to pay. You have to play the Sakuras you have to pay.
Cringe.
Yeah, I remember playing 8 Pants, Ushinoko, and that requires 5 stock. And sometimes
it's miserable enough that you fucking put standby in your deck just so it doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah, sometimes you get rushed
like,
all the way, and it's just like you're fucked, you go fucked.
The fact that the other effect is also costed, so like the baseline, if you want to play this, play 2 Sakuras and also activate the like double effect, you have to have 7 before you even consider the stock to pay for Sakura's effect. Like, and it's on attack that you have to pay, so you have to have even more. Pretty miserable.
Wait, don't you need 2 floating stocks to do a pay 2 on attack effect? That mean,
well, yeah, but on start of climax, you have to pay 1, ditch 1 to get the double.
So I mean, if you want to get a double anti burns on level 2, it's like
so
you need 8 stock.
Well, you could also get the burn ones for 9 if you have 9 at that point.
No. What do you mean?
Burn
You
ones
get
for
8.
free.
No, if
9 stock you get triple. Which
you want 9 stock if you want to get the double anti damage and the burn ones with the Yeah.
And that's just for
The
2.
burn ones.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, isn't it? It's 8 stock if you want to do double anti-burn. Wait, isn't it's it's on attack, right? Yeah. So it's 8. Isn't it 8 stock if you do double Sakura, double anti-burn? It's only 9 if you want to play a third Sakura down. Which I don't know how the fuck you're having all that in hand, mind you.
The Showron has started.
Oh, it's pay one, drop one.
Pay one,
Oh
drop
my
one. Yeah,
God.
to activate you get the other effect.
This is fucking miserable.
Yeah, it's just so much that you have to put together so fast. And again, I think that even with all this, if it wasn't just the one turn that you pay the total of 4 to put this card down and send it to memory, if you could do this every turn after this thing was in memory, it would still be worth trying to build a deck around. But that one little 2-word phrase kills the whole thing for me. I can't do it. I will give it. We've harped on it a lot. I'm going to say all this, and I'm still going to give it a 3. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt for the whole package. Do we want to go to a 2? Do you want to?
You can do whatever you want, man.
We'll do it. No. You're right. You're right. I think we have to be realistic after a certain point. We'll give it a 2. Give it a 2, Kevin.
I respect your hopium.
No, man. It's this turn. This turn kills it, man. I can literally see it now. I literally pay this, put this all out. My opponent, like, with a deck from 4 years ago, double Adachi's my card, and then I sit there at like 2-3 after double canceling, and I have no cards in my hand, and like I have to crash into my opponent's like 3rd level 1 lane because all I have is level 0s.
Maybe the play is just that you don't play towards EPing it, and you just play as a you can get a burn 1 and an anti-burn finisher.
Like play it all at level 3.
Yeah.
Then you're just building all that stock just to get.
Well, you don't go as hard as the stock building. You just play like a regular deck, and you just go for what was it? 2 stock for Sharon, 3 stock for triple.
Let's also remember that when you play this whole board, they're just 12Ks with like no other protection effects. They're not hexproof.
Oh yeah, not anti-burn. I mean like straight up money counter, basically.
Yeah,
anti-damage. I mean,
however, but like they're not hexproof.
I mean,
and you're really playing like you're.
I mean, if this was hexproof, then maybe that could be worth it. That'd also be kind of toxic. I feel like. So maybe.
Oh yeah, it's money. That's what we keep saying.
Anti-burn.
It's anti-damage, not anti-burn.
Because it's like my brain doesn't want to believe it's money. That's just like such a weird effect.
Yeah, it's just money. It's on-field money. They can't burn you. They can't do anything in that lane. But again, it's this turn. I would literally put in all the if you could literally do this every turn after you put it down, like it would be worth.
Who's running double Adachi? Only one deck, D side.
Yeah, only one deck. Yeah, D side, triple Adachi. But no, I mean that's just the nightmare scenario, right? Like you can only do this on the one turn. Your opponent answers these in any way because like they're not that big. They don't have any defensive effects protecting them other than the on-field money, which just protects you as a player. It doesn't protect the cards on the field. And then you're stuck at level 2, and you can't ever put these cards back down until you
I think you prefer it to be like what's called Rider or now, where it's just anti-front rather than anti-damage. At least then it becomes loopable.
Yeah, let you keep playing it at level 2. Maybe they'll print a way to dump this card out of memory so that you can put it back in memory for a ridiculous cost.
All right, Siren is the 3/2 Siren is not the next card, so we can keep going.
All right, 2/1 Yuna and Akiho. When this attacks, if the level of the card across from this is 3 or higher, this gets 6k and 2 soul.
It's okay. It's a fine card.
I like this power creep. Just make these like. Big also soul beaters, dude. Just
push damage at the same time.
Yeah, I mean it's a 2 tech card. You answer the board and you actually crack back with you're not punished for answering your opponent's early play with a card that doesn't output as much soul damage to the player, which is why these are nice.
All right, back on topic of the combo.
All right, 3/2 Showron. If you don't have another copy of this card, the 3/2 Sakura gets -1 cost. Assist 2k. Pay 1, discard 1 at the start of your climax phase. If you pay the cost, you this turn this gains the following ability: continuous. If you don't have another copy of this card, after performing the effect of the 3/2 green Sakura climax combo, perform one of the effects that was not chosen. We've talked about this ad nauseum now, but
Yeah.
How much stock is this to triple this at level 3 if you don't try to early play this?
You play this down for 2, and then you play 3 Sakuras for 5 total.
And then you pay 1 to summon, and you need 4 floating. So you need 10 stock.
Additional 1 to do the double. You forgot the double.
Yeah, I mean,
to pay 1 ditch 1.
So it's 5 stock to play the board, and then 1 extra stock for this, and then you need 4 floating for a pay 2 on attack.
And then if your opponent literally has no answers in their deck at all of any kind, you time walk and you go again next turn.
Yeah. So
maybe.
But
maybe
10 stock level 3, you can get a triple anti damage.
Wow.
Playing for double does sound like a lot more reasonable. Playing for double, so you get 2 lanes of your opponent can't do anything provided they don't have any blink bounce or anything like that. I really wish there was.
Isn't it 7 for double?
Protect these.
2 to play this, 2 to play Sakuras, 1 for the effect. That's 5 stock. You need 2 floating, 7.
And then the additional 1 for also getting the burns. I think if you're playing it as a finisher, you also play for the burns to get this out. I mean, and you're also getting 2 heals off this, and then 2 entire lanes of not doing damage. I think playing it as a level 3 combo definitely sounds a lot more reasonable than
trying to work around for EP.
Put this down as an EP. It just seems like pretty ridiculous, but like I don't know, maybe that's enough sustain. I'm worried about the like if this ends up being good, right? Because it has like no form of protection at all and no form of protection available at all. It's like the easiest thing in the world for people to start like outing. It's because like you only need a bounce, you only need this, you only need that.
How do you summon this at level 2? Well, there's this 2/1 Shaolin and Sakura where it's just a pay 3 discard 1. Sends the memory summon the 3/2 summon. So you summon this at level 2.
And then it only gives the Sakura's -1 level for only that turn.
Yep.
But I think this is fine. This is obviously like a 3. Same as the other Sakura. I think there needs to be a cook, but I think that there's some sustain there. It's like a even better Neg Soul, only at level 3, but maybe the fact that it is full on money, it could actually keep you alive at 3, provided that
there's no bouncing.
There's no bounce. You'd have to have a read. You'd have to have a read. You'd just be like, nobody has that Himeno bouncer profile in their deck. Nobody has.
There's no Ochi, no Code. There's no Chainsaw Man.
There's nobody playing like 8 door Ari Ferretta, or something like that. Like anything randomly that could blink your card. Because then you just lose the effect and you cry. If you could stick it. If you could stick it at level 3, like even going for 2 lanes of like full on money, you'd probably live. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah,
and then you're playing against Key, and your opponent plays down the finisher.
Yeah, I just think the resources you use for level 2 is just not worth it.
You look at him, you're just like, no, please, don't do it.
Early playing this is probably not too much resources.
Not real.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the realest thing ever. Someone will build this pop off a single time, and then the bias will be like, "This is the best deck ever." Yeah, that's definitely some confirmation bias.
Carmen's so hot. Thank you.
Damn, thanks.
All right.
Yeah, I think we can move on.
Please, let's go to real cards now. I say as we get a shit card again. It's just 1k to level 0.
Actually, this is okay.
Sakura. Shut up. When this is reversed, if the card's clock bomb. Level 0 clock bomb.
Okay, I think it's okay because it's a 1k assist, and there is a level 1 combo that's a level 0 that gets -1 level. So you can kind of do what they do in Ayakashi Triangle, and just get like a 6/5 level 1 combo cross turn.
Except you can side it.
You can side the Ayakashi one as well.
Yeah, but then you plus, like it's all good for you. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with trying out the 1k assist. And you just get to shove some amount of 500 power zone bombs in your deck, which is always nice.
And it makes your level 0 line much stronger to answer your opponent's board too.
Yeah.
Like if you have
there's something
attackers,
there if you play the Akiho for sure.
If you have 3 attackers, you can shove this in the back row and just make your level 0s bigger, or you can just use this as your offensive to answer your opponent's board anyway.
Still just a 2. Just a tech card to mess with. I think you only ever play it with the Akio combo. With that as your intent.
Akio.
Yeah. Okay. 0-0 Sakura. Let's put on stage from hand or send from stage to waiting room. Discard one climax. If you do, you may choose one level or higher character from your waiting room, add it to hand. You can use this in old Sakura.
You can use it in clear card support, poggers.
Oh, how the early play record change has fallen from a 3-2 to a level 0. This is like this is a little bit of a sidebar, but this kind of art being printed in here is like a pretty good smell for this. Unfortunately, probably not coming to English. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Because that would be sick.
Wait, is this exactly like verbatim, the exact same card art?
Yeah, it's the same artist record. And there are other cards that also have the same art as the level 3 changers. They're slightly different, but it's the same base art. On play and on death, Climax Stitch for it's level 1 or higher, because that card from Dengeki was deemed to be too strong. And we are not allowed to have it, which was the same power but could grab any level. It's probably okay. If you're in 8 bar, the fact that this can like double filter out, like on turn, and if you crash it at the same time to get multiple bars out of your hand for cards that you want, or at least can be played, is pretty sick. So easy to tech card filter.
I just wish it wasn't level 1 or higher.
Yep, same. There's no reason for it to
be clear card support.
It's literally so that you can so it's fake clear card support. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 0-0 Shaoran. When your other level 0 or lower character attacks, this turn this gets 1200 power. Pay 2. When this is sent from stage to waiting room, you pay the cost if you choose one anniversary character in your waiting room, add it to hand.
Yo, give me a level 0 6k.
Wow.
A 6k beater level 0. Poggers.
Yeah, you play this with your level 0 clean cut deck in your third lane. Because he swings super big, and then when he dies, you pay 2+. Insane.
Yeah, that's
it's a 1. Fuck this. Next.
0-0 Sakura. When this gets placed on stage from hand, this turn this gets 1500 power, so it's a 3k on turn. At the start of your opponent's draw phase, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's level 1 or higher, you may turn this to hand. This is the fucking card from Summer Pockets.
And Sao, I think.
Damn. How far Umi has fallen from double rare to common.
You remember when Umi was
funny.
broken? I remember when Ryan told me Umi was broken.
Okay.
I remember when his profile was
Umi
desirable.
hit,
This profile was desirable back in like fucking 2018.
It was desirable because 3500 center runners were still rare.
Yeah.
It's a 1. You don't play this card anymore.
That was back when you still played like 16 zeros actively, and you were like, yeah.
Back in 2018,
It pains me. I don't know. Umi never hit, even when I played her in there, so it's whatever.
I remember Overlord was cracked because it had a 3k cross turn version of it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
That card was broken. Navi was OP. 1-0 Shaoran. When this is placed on stage from hand, choose one of your anniversary characters. When he gets 1500 power. When this attacks, choose one of your anniversary characters. You have 1500 power. I love this effect.
Gobbleta!
It's Gobbleta. Gobbleta stopped play because of Alice and only because of Alice.
Yep. I mean, it's a cool tech. It's really unfortunate this isn't green, and it's a level 1, not a level 0. But it's a totally fine tech card. Easy 2.
Easy 2.
Soccer card.
Here we go.
Card. Brainstorm. If you have one or less characters with soccer in its name, this cannot be played from hand. So you need to have 2. Yep. Put the top card of your deck into stock. Flip over the top 3 cards of your deck. Then send them to waiting room. If there is a climax among those cards, put the top card of your deck into stock. And then if you have 3 more stock, choose one of your characters. Turning gets 1k power.
So you either play this or the upstart grab and level down, or you can mix the two technically. You can only play max 4 of this and upstart.
I just think it is so silly that this card has a stricter condition than both the one from Project Sekai and Key, and is now double blind stock.
All right.
Yep.
Well, it gets 1k power. It gets 1k counter. So it's a 1k counter.
I really think I really think
only
you
50 more stock,
this.
by the way.
Okay, but you don't have 3 more stock after resolving this and being on your opponent's turn. Then I don't know what's wrong with you.
I really don't think you play this in either pants or choice finisher decks. Like at least from the start, I think you only probably play this with this like level 3 only.
You play this with the green chick because you need the stock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I meant to. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay,
You play this in this deck where we were talking about, where like you try to just play it at level 3. You don't try to play the early play or anything like that. You just play this as your as just an event that you play because it just randomly gives you probably 2 stock, and because you're in complete control of the effect. So you play it on a compressed deck, get 2 stock. It is unfortunate that it's blind. Like the other versions of this card, like can give you clean stock and things like that, and have a little bit more finesse in the way you can use them with the other cards in the set. This one's a little bit raw, like you just play it, you get it, and then it's blind. But it is nice that they have it. In all the other decks, I think in the Pants Finisher and in the Choice Finisher deck, you just suck it up and you play the Upstart Goblin because it just doesn't fit. But it is nice that they have it. It's just another 3. All the events, other than like that salvage one and then another like other 2 that we'll get to, are like they're all just like 3s, pretty super solid.
This one's 3.
Yeah.
Test this out versus the other one.
It would be a lot. If we had like the resonator, dude, like this with the old stuff, like maybe you just jam this in the old clear card only stuff, and you like try to pop off with the resonator. That might be cool, but because it's just an event, you can just do whatever.
True.
This is not
event.
A clear card or soccer.
This is not a clear card event, but it's good art.
Oh yeah.
1/1 event. Search your deck for 1 character with Sakura in his name and 1 character with Shower in his name. Show them to your opponent, add them to hand, discard 1 card. I love putting extra stock cost to be able to get my bar combo set up.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, the intent.
That's what this reads to me.
The intent and the design do not meet with this one. You have to pay an extra stock to get the sculpt. The other decks you don't want to start Shower on, so you don't even have a reason that you would only play this with the other thing. Yeah,
well, you can search the Shower and Bar
You
combo.
play this in your. This is for your 1 true pair deck. You just throw this in there as like a flavor card, so that you can take a photo on your mat when you win, and have this art in your deck. That is what this is for. It's not a 1, but it's another 2 like utility card. But like, you need so much stock. You need so much stock for the green stuff.
Yeah, this is a card you can technically use in the older, like the clear card thing.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's Sharons that are good in the old set.
Not many.
I've like purged that set from my memory.
All I remember that one's a standby.
Had a Sharon that was part of it.
All I remember is the 6/5 standby combo.
Right, me too.
All right, you need a break? Anyone?
Red.
Yeah, I need to run to the restroom.
All right.
Okay, well, if he's gonna do that, then I'll bring it back too. Then.
What the fuck?
I might as well move my car then if he's gone. Whatever.
All right, move your car. No, it's been a long time talking about that showering combo, but it's like it is a unique combo in Weiss Schwarz. We have not seen an early play anti-damage combo with the way it works, but from the discussion, it seems like it's too much effort to make work. We need someone who's an excellent chef if you want to make the early play version work. Otherwise, I think if you want to play like a Shower and Sakura deck, you just ignore the way you can early play and just play for a level 3. And I hope no one's playing like a Blinker Bouncer. Level down. Both sets of green pack or Sakura Shower with multiple cards for level 3 combo. Well, what was the clear card version? I don't remember that one. Because no one played it. Let's see. Let's go on the good old hot C. Too much effort get bounced? True. Especially when cards like Chainsaw Man, even though Chainsaw Man got hit in JP, but if you play like a mixed format, Chainsaw Man's actually a problem. If you don't play a mixed format, you know, people might be still trying to play out the choice door deck. In Chainsaw Man, that can still... Actually, I don't know if that can still run double bounce, but then that deck still has like Makima, which can just poof, destroy your board anyways. The Makima EP. And then if I assume if you're playing like a JP format, some people will be playing Oshinoko because Oshinoko is like the anime of last year, and Oshinoko, the H-Choice deck, has their own double bouncer for one stock. I think Sharon gives Sakura power and Sakura gives Sharon power. Was that it?
Okay. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, now we're waiting on Jason. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, I see. Sharon has experience if you have the Sakura level. Gives all your Sakura 2k power. And then when it's placed on stage from hand or the effect of Sakura, you can discard the stock heal. Okay. And what was the Sakura? Flapping Wings. And Sakura's on play, you can pay one to summon the Sauron. And then climbs combo on attack. If all your characters are clear card, and you can pay 2, dish 2 to give itself and a Sauron character 1k and on reverse burn 2. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Sakura
That's all play.
Sakura spawns the boy, and then gives both itself and the boy on reverse burn 2. But it spawns from waiting room, so like the event doesn't even work that much. I guess you can just like technically foolish burial it because it's like search 2, ditch 1. So you search for a copy of the Sakura and the Shaman, and then send the Shaman to the bin. I prefer Sakura Door level 3 and Standby level 1. Yeah, that was the go-to deck that most people played anyway for set 1. Too bad you can't really mix it, so like no one's gonna play the old stuff. There's probably like only 1 or 2 cards that potentially could see play from the outset.
Yeah, this set is like so very anti-locked. Like even the brainstorms are like only pickup traded.
The only card that I would say is playable is like the yellow secure event, which can search for any clear card. Which there's some cards in the anti deck that you might play as clear card, and then there's the bonder to secure cards, which even then is like maybe not that worth it.
Talking about old cards?
Yeah, I was talking about like they only playable old cards with any stuff.
Wait, isn't the CX Swapper in this set like playable in clear card?
Is it?
I don't think so.
It was in yellow.
There's no way the Toya has clear card trait.
Oh, the Toya.
Yeah.
Toya.
I mean,
does Toya not show up in clear card? No, it's Clo card. It is Clo card.
Yeah.
It's Clow
Clo card? Clo card, brother?
Plow card, my bad.
Wow.
Plow like plow, like how I'll plow your ass.
Damn.
only if you ask
Don't
nicely.
tempt me with a good time.
Sorry, I forgot we're on Twitch. We're streaming. Alright, let's go red.
Yeah, we could start.
Smoj. Alrighty, there's no Sakura. During your turn, this gets... Sorry, I was reading Twitch chat. During your turn, this gets 2k power. When this is sent from stage to waiting room, you may pay the cost of discarding 1. If you do, mill 2 to choose an level X or lower anniversary character in your waiting room. Add it to hand. X is the level of the sum of the cards milled. They will never give you Kurumi. Sorry. I assumed it was going to be Kurumi when I first read this card, too. I was like, oh, Kurumi reprint now.
Yeah, on death ditch cigarettes. Only problem is, doesn't grab events, and you have a good selectivity already in the set.
Yeah, you probably are milling like 1 event, 1 character with this. Like in the early game, it's like filtering from waiting room already isn't that great because your waiting room's probably kind of small at level 0. But you know, in a non-event based deck, if you are playing one, I think you could do a lot worse than this. Like just filtering errant climaxes and heavy cards out of your hand for at worst itself to play again at level 0 is pretty good. So I'll give it a 3. I think it's a super solid card. It's nothing like super special, specifically because it doesn't take events and the set has such an event focus. I think that if it picked up events or was in a set that didn't have that, it might even be a 4. If it even have had a different power condition, I think On Death Cigarettes is like totally reasonable.
I'm
They
ready.
can always grab themselves and filter things out.
I'm ready for in 2 years from now they'll make an on-play version of this.
Probably.
All right, here's the glue card. The Omega Glue.
0-0 Tomoyo. You can play events without meaning color requirement. This ability activates up to once per turn. When you play an event, you may choose one card in your level and one card in your winning room and swap them. This is not draw drop, Carmen. Pay 1, rest this. Flip top 4. Salvage Brainstorm.
Yeah, so remember all those experience condition, and we're saying don't worry about the experience condition. This is the reason why. Once per turn, you get a level swap even on your opponent's turn. If you just play like a counter version event, you can basically always get it alive.
Yeah. For a long time early smoke testing, I saw Tomoyo and Brainstorm on a card and just assumed it had the Hestia draw drop when you played an event, like the old one, and I just did not think at all to ever read it again. But this is even better for this set, so didn't really hurt anything. But very different kind of effect. I mean, Salvage Brainstorm's good. Again, you're probably looping combo in every version that you're playing this deck, so having the ability to recur is nice. Obviously, playing events without meeting color requirements means that you can actually try to splash the Puppet Show event if you want to, even in these decks that probably don't play any green at all. And then obviously you need this middle effect to be able to play any of the finishers with any amount of consistency. Because you can play the event, again, we talked about that with the Upstart Goblin, the green, or not the green, but the yellow Sakura card event. The reason that one is like preferable, since you don't need a lot of stock on these other finishers, is that you play the card, you draw a card, that card's engraved, that kicks this card's ability to play an event, which then immediately lets you swap that card into level, which means it's out of your deck, you don't have to worry about it, so you remove those cards that like just exchange for one from your deck, making your future decks slightly better, as well as instantly kicking your experience conditions, which is why that one's pretty good. But yeah, this is who said it, the Uber glue card. This is like the card that like brings the whole set together. You play 3 to 4 of this in literally every deck.
We love glue.
Plays the events. Easy 4.
Easy 4. Hyped up, just be a 4.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's a 5.
It works really well in this deck, but it's like nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Otherwise. What is the glue card?
1-0 Sakura. Continuous during your turn, this gets 4,000 power. Climax combo when this card's battle opponent is reversed. If you have the door climax in the climax area, and you have 2 or more other anniversary characters, perform the following effect twice. I mean, mill 1. If that card's an anniversary character or an event, add it to hand. This is one of my favorite arts in the set, and this card is dog shit.
Jason, your mic is quieter.
Did it? I mean, I didn't really talk very loud, but yeah. Favorite art in the set, dog shit card.
Yo, Kotori combo. Now you have the reverse.
Yeah, you need the reverse. I don't think it's like completely dog shit.
No, this is worse than Kotori. It mills it. You don't. Kotori got blocked with the climax.
Oh.
Yeah, Kotori's just.
Well, I guess this one technically
can't get you plus though. Yeah. Unless your top 2 is both CXs, then it's like get fucked, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on attack, but this one would still mill the climax for the next one. Should that matter?
Potential costless +2 with a reverse.
Not costless.
It is 8K.
Reversing is a cost.
Reversing is a cost, sure. I don't think it's the worst, but I don't think there's a reason to play it. Like, there's no reason to play this one when there's Akiho and the other Sakura. Because if the yellow Sakura didn't exist, you'd be like, oh well, this is Sakura name. Maybe I have like I can like put together a reasoning as to why I would want to play it. But there's like really no reason to play it at all.
The only reason why you would play this,
so you would play the blue one.
Yeah, the only reason you want to play this is if you want to go for Giga Hand to try to do the pants combo twice. Resolve that.
Or you're like me and you just like the art of this card a lot. But that'd be the only reason.
Yeah, I mean, you'd play it for the art or in like a waifu event environment where you knew you could get reverses.
Isn't this one of the foils? Isn't this like the secret or something?
It is
the SSP.
This and the finisher. If you look, she is in the exact same pose, and this is the old '90s art. And the Kevin, if you can flip to the finisher, the yellow finisher. Then you have the art from card.
Oh, that's so cute. I didn't even notice that.
Go
Yeah,
I
first.
think
so
you
if
only have the
you have
other.
to
I
see
think you
there
only
any-
have the other SSP, which is the
Yep.
0 we showed off before.
This is for your event, your
look
waifu
at that.
deck. You play
Mhm.
you play door choice.
The pose
for your
change.
character deck.
Yeah, right. It's cute. That's so cute, actually.
Yeah, it's incredible. I wish the combo was better. It is a potential +2 on a single lane, but it's not guaranteed, and you got to get a reverse. And you could play choice when, like,
Oh.
instead of this for 500 less power, you could play choice and not have to interact and get more deck speed. I don't know, man.
Maximus
Oh,
set's
man.
pretty affordable.
Take a 3.
3.
That's crazy. The set's like pretty cheap.
It's not the worst, despite all the dunking, but.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think it'd just be nice.
Look,
Zero
man,
Zero
with
Sock
that art,
Band.
let me go.
Yeah, look. I like the art.
Let me go.
Bad card, bad. 0 Sakura and Tomoyo. When this card is placed on stage from hand, choose one card in your level zone and one card in your waiting room. Swap them. Once attacks, choose one of your anniversary characters. Turning gets to a dinner power.
And for some reason, when I play a brainstorm, this is an option that exists.
Yep, you could do a lot worse than this.
Because you want to be Carmen and you want to test around with the tap 2 brainstorm.
Yeah, if you want to play the tap 2 brainstorm, this is how you fix for that. But I don't even the tap 2 brainstorm. That's the secret way you get enough stock to play the
Oh,
the
just
regular
like
green
activity
stuff.
for your pair.
I'm down.
Just fucking hit, bro. Just hit, and then you'll have all the.
You look at
resources
your
you
opponent.
need.
You're like, I'm gonna hit 4 this turn and slam my bar. You hit it. And
And
you're
they're
just
like, what?
just that easy.
Just that easy.
All right, what do you give this one?
Is a 2.
Sounds
Tech
good.
card.
0 Sakura, discard 1. When this card is sent from stage to waiting room, pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 4. Choose a level 1 or higher card from among them. Add to your hand. Show your opponent. Send the rest to waiting room. Act. Rest this. Choose one of your anniversary characters. Turning gets 1500 power. Why does my Fuka a back row card?
So that you can keep him back row for your events.
Yeah, I know. And then you overplay it when you really need it.
Yeah.
Just fucking
Yeah.
shoot me.
I mean, it's
No,
a fine
no.
card. It's okay. It's a Fuka in the end.
Dude, Just shoot me.
It's
I know.
You
I was telling Carmen about this card. I'm like, this is like
Yeah,
be a
it's
real
like-
card you play.
well, thankfully
happy about
we got the blue event Rize, so we don't need this card. But I think it's fine if you're playing in a deck that wants to splash red but is not playing the events.
This does activate
At
your
least it's a
condition for your.
Fuka, At least it does something.
It activates your
Wow.
Shinobu. So your back row can be a Shinobu plus Fuka as your back row.
Whoa.
You get a 2/5 pump every turn.
I'm so excited.
Alright, what do you give this?
It's probably it's worse than a normal Fuka because the other effect is a manatee effect, so it's a 2.
It's the Manatee effect.
Yeah, it's just
Free
fucking random.
free act. 3/2 Sakura. If you have 4 anniversary characters, customize one level in hand. Once it's spawned on stage from hand, choose one of your anniversary characters. Turn it gets X power. X equal to your number of anniversary characters times 500. And ditch 1 heal to stock.
Oh yeah, this is the other EP heal if you don't play Carol. Only problem is like a stock EP heal where you don't need stock in a deck that much unless you're playing green.
Yeah, if you're like splashing red, you can play this with green. Has really cute art, which is a really good plus. Gets big. I don't know. It's like totally reasonable early play. It's like a 3 stock healer.
I hate that all these cards have clear card trait, and then they're just all anniversary locked anyway. It's so
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can't. That's why I said it's just like everybody's like, there's gonna be a clear card support and stuff like that. It's like it's always.
Yeah. 3/2 melee.
Yo, you can play this in clear card.
You can.
Yeah, one of the
3/2
few.
mailing. When it's played on stage from hand, you pay the cost. If you do, your opponent chooses 1 club extra in the waiting room, shuffles all the cards back into the waiting room, and then pay 1 drop when this card attacks and pay the cost. If you do, this gets 2k power in the following ability. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, you may deal 1 damage to your opponent. Yo, Misakuro, is that you?
Boomyo and Misakuro? This I actually think this is
Boomyo
actually
and
pretty
Misakuro.
good.
That's pretty good.
I think this is actually pretty good.
This card's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Off finisher and in like 2 ways. We like it decompression and their off finisher in 1.
There's a Fumio you don't feel bad playing down and being like, yeah, this card's a Fumio. Wow.
Yeah, easy 4. Easy 4. Off finisher plus
Good
decompression.
job, Mailing. I'm proud
Exactly
of you.
what you
This is
want.
like your one card that I've seen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Worst splashing red 4.
3-2 Sakura. All of your other anniversary characters get 1500 power. Experience, climax combo, blah, blah, blah. Hang on, there's a thing popped up blocking it. Ah, there we go. When the door is placed in the climax area, if it's in the front row and you have the Cloud card or Soccer card or Secure card in your level area and you have 2 or more other anniversary characters, choose to one of your opponent's characters, return it to the hand. In this turn, this gains the following ability. Pay 1 when this direct attacks. You can pay the cost. If you do look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, choose the 3 cards from them, put them on top of your opponent's deck in any order, send the rest to the waiting room. This is stinky.
I think this is before I edited it. It's not supposed to say or, it's supposed to be and. You need to have all 3.
Oh, this is even stinkier.
Yeah,
What?
so even if you got it out
Okay,
early,
yeah.
which is like supposed to be the intent, like
Why is it
I
not a
feel
standby?
well, yeah, I thought this card was a standby when I first saw it, and then I was like, oh, it's a door. So they want you to play this in a hybrid standby so that this card's already on the board, and then
But
you play the finish anyway.
But
But then it
then
probably is swinging into
you're
open
overflowing.
lanes. Like that's why you get the open lanes, because it was winning board at 2, but then you open lane with Mocha for 4. Like
You Mocha 3, but you swing for 4. At least 4.
yeah, at least
yeah, like
4.
it doesn't make sense.
It's just bad. It's
just
a
like-
waste of incredible art, actually. A waste of incredible art. This could have been literally anything else.
I mean,
And
they literally just had to
would've
make the
been
comments
great.
standby, and that's it.
Yeah, if it was a standby, it would have been fine.
The raw text on this card is perfectly fine, except for the fact that obviously, you can't combo at 2 with this card. So if it was a standby, it wouldn't matter. But that's fixable. You can just make it if you have 2 of them. But this card just has all sorts of wrong. Like, it doesn't make sense. I'm not playing a Mocha to swing for 4 with every Mocha because my Mocha already cancels on 3s.
Yeah,
good.
when I remove a climax, they cancel on 3 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So this is miserable. I honestly, I have to give it a 1. This is so bad. And there's nothing around this like supporting it either, other than like the idea of the Tomoyo puts it out, or like you can put it out like with a standby and then get a thing with it later, which like has nothing to do. Why is this card on a door? It's so weird.
That's weird. Do we have 2 standbys in this set?
No,
Nice.
at least I don't believe so. I think it's only 1.
Nice. Okay. Well. Alright, Kevin, next card.
Next card. 4-1.
0-0 Sakura. When this spell on each from hand, this turn, make it 200 power. Pay 1, put the top card of your deck in a clock, send this to the bottom of your deck. Cringe. When this is reversed, you pay the cost. If you do look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose the 2 anniversary characters or events throwing them, show them to your opponent, add them to hand, send the rest to waiting room. Cringe card, but it's also probably your best clock plus.
Yeah, you slam 4 of this in every deck that you play events.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the bottom of your deck, the fact that it doesn't set color, but like potential +2 and can grab events in a deck that's playing probably 10 plus events. Yeah, we take those, especially and it swings at like 2k. It's like reasonable. Compared to the other clock pluses, this one is the best because it can not only add events but potentially plus you 2. Comparing this to the shower on and like Sakura on death, Ricky, it's like it's really negligible in the quality of the plus, so you'd rather have the chance to get 2, considering that they both have to attack and be reversed or die.
So since you don't have like a straight on play Ricky, like a traditional Ricky, there isn't that much better options.
Nope. Yeah, you just slam 4 of this. It's a 3. +2. Aqua, +2, 3.
Also, just to answer the person in chat that was saying, you don't have to bounce though, so you can just swing for 3. It doesn't change that it's just a bunch of non-synergistic effects. It's a bounce on a card that doesn't want to directly naturally, and a card that is in multiples, making you big enough that you shouldn't need to bounce regardless. Like it's just a bunch of nonsense effects put together.
So it ends up just being a pay 1, Mocha
this
3
card also
with
has to direct attack.
Oh yeah, you
Like,
do
it's
have to
10 by
direct attack.
base.
Oh,
It's
you
10
do
by
have
base.
to
Oh, you
attack.
have direct attack. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you
Even
have to
more
direct
so.
attack, so
I
it
forgot
doesn't
about
matter.
that. I read that, and
Yeah.
yeah. So you do have to bounce, otherwise you don't get your combo. So yeah,
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
sorts of just nonsense put together for no reason. Yeah, this card
Manatee is fucked up on that
What it
one.
is. Even
All
if it's
right,
great,
next card.
All right, 0-0 Sakura. Put one card from your hand to clock. When this is played on stage from hand, you hit the cost. If you do, choose one Cloud card or Sakura card or Secure card in your waiting room. Add it to hand. This turn, this gets +1 level and 15 power. This card's also good.
I don't think
Yep.
this is that crazy, but I don't know about you guys.
It's
I think it's okay.
I think it's a good like 2 of.
It's the only way to it's the only bond to events in the set. Like bond. But more importantly, it's your only main phase like clock
Yeah.
that you don't have to like play something over. And like adding an event going, the fact that this card is a Sakura and you can play this at 0-6 to grab an event like probably from your clock or your grave, which then probably filters into a combo, makes the play pattern for this card very good, especially because it is a 4K level 1 climax down 5K. If you hit 1 second, it can even respond to stuff. So it's not a dead lane. I think the card's actually pretty good. Easy 3, better than average tech card.
If you're a good attacker, you're probably gonna use its effect anytime you play it at 0. Yeah, it's good. Just good. 2-2 Tomoyo. Assist 1K. Climax combo. Pay 1. Send a standby climax from your climax to the waiting room. During your climax phase, when this is pinned on stage from the effect of the standby, if you have another anniversary character, you may pay the cost. You do choose one level 2 or lower anniversary character in your waiting room, place it on stage in any slot. Okay,
Yeah.
that's like
It's like okay.
not
It's not horrible. 2-2.
it's like a double. It's like a double standby.
Your option
Yep.
though for 2-2 is like, I think it's just 9K global 5.
I see.
Yeah, it's like not great.
9K
Yeah,
global 5 with hand, of course. It's like smaller than, it gives less power than Gizlane, but it
Well,
has
10-5
hand acquire.
because you have this card. Smile.
I don't like that this card can't scale into level 2. It can't stand level 3s.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it was your level plus stand up your level +1.
Yeah, you could just, get
That'd be kind of insane.
multiple assists. It would be insane. Like when I read it the first time, I didn't process that it was only level 2s. But it's fine.
No.
You get the double. The fact there's only one standby, but standby, maybe there's something with the old cards that you can do. It is, you only have to have one other anniversary character to resolve the effect, and you can, but you can only stand an anniversary character. Never mind. It is clear card trait though, so maybe there's something, but
Okay.
I would like to see this effect printed again in a better set.
yeah, agree.
Mhm.
I'll give it the 3. There's like potential for something there.
Also, the climax art's really cute though. I really like it.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
all the climaxes are really cute.
Character click card for the CX is definitely not.
Yeah.
This is
here's
no
our Tomoyo.
loose card.
All of your other 2-1 mailing get 15 power and hand on core.
And the 2 on mailing is can swing
Bad.
from 1 to 4 to 3 soul. So
Yeah, you just say it, dude. You get whatever
It's
you
so
want.
funny. It's just I want a 3 soul. Okay.
hmm
You got
You
it.
get whatever you want.
I love this deck. It can swing for whatever damage it
It's a
wants.
1, dude. Unless there's some sort of like crazy meme where like you just keep these mailings on board and you just yell 3 at your opponent
Yeah.
over and over again, and just like
I will save this card.
yeah,
Three.
you
This is really funny. It's really
yeah,
funny.
it's
The mailing
really
is
funny.
I don't understand the center. Why does she grab mailing? This mailing's not even in the art.
She doesn't grab. She just buffs.
I mean, why does she even buffs it?
Well, because they're the supporting characters. That's the idea.
Okay.
I don't know.
They're supporting
Okay.
our girl. So
Oh
shut
my
up.
god.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And Tomoyo. When you use cards back up, mill 3. 15 back up.
Cute
Belt three
art,
back
bad
up.
card 1.
Not opponent, mill 3. I sleep.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Not
dunk.
anti-Macross tech.
Doesn't dunk him
1,
on cross.
1-0 Tomoyo. When this attacks this turn, this gets X power X the number of your other anniversary characters times 500. Experience. When this attacks, if you have an event in your level zone, choose one of your other anniversary characters. They get 3,000 power.
Okay,
Hello, Yui.
it's okay.
Yeah. You could do a lot worse. It's a tech. It's a 2. Power tech.
Sure.
Power Tech.
We'll call that. 1-0 mailing. Once built on each from hand, if you have another anniversary character, this gets 2,000 power, so it is a 6k. If the character across from this is level 2, this gets 6k power, so it's a 12k with level 2 on the turn you play it.
Who cares?
I care.
Who cares? Alice is dead.
I asked.
You asked? No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't ask for
if
this.
Standby or something like Alice becomes prevalent again, they can see
Yeah,
play.
you have it. I mean, it's
better to have it not
Something
have.
like Alice.
Wait, no. If you're in yellow and you have 1 stock to spare, just play the 1/1 instead. That 1/1.
True.
It's at 13.
But this is red.
True.
That card's
I
better
wanna
than
play
this.
red. I don't want to play
Yeah,
yellow.
if you want to play red, sure. Okay, fine. I'll give it a 2. Tech card, whatever.
It is costless. That's why.
It is costless.
1-1 Sakura and Tomoyo. During your turn, this gets 2,000 power. This card's so cute. What the fuck?
Yep.
If the cost of the character or cost from this is level 0 or lower, this cannot be reversed. Can we,
Stand by target.
Can we go back to making these cards just like generically 6/5 for no reason? I think it was funny.
No.
No, I'm good.
It is funnier. But, yeah, this is... Look, these have to have such a specific use case that I'm giving this a 1. Like,
Goodbye.
All the good art wasted on all
not
the
bad. Yeah, it's such good art.
All the,
Like, the
mediocre
card is not
cards.
bad. I'm giving this a 1. I don't want to get
Yeah,
chat blown
Better than the
up.
mediocre cards.
Yeah, it's not bad. It just is
All right.
so specific.
7/5 Hand Core.
All right, 1-1 Sakura, 7/5 hand on core. Clap.
Sure.
Moving on. 2.
Yeah, just
Moving on. 2
There you go.
mailing. On attack, declare 0, 1, or 2. This turn, this gets X soul. X equals to the number you declared, and it is a anti-change reverse bomb.
Make sure you gotta do it like a Yu-Gi character. Like, I declare 2.
This card is so goddamn
The number
funny.
of soul I declare is 2.
Give it a 3 because you can say 3. You can swing for 3.
You can't say 3.
Yeah, you can't say
If
3.
you say 3,
two.
you can call judge.
You say 2 and you swing for 3.
Yeah.
All right,
But-
swing for 3. You can't declare that number. Huh? 2-2 Sakura. For each of your other back row characters, this gets 2,000 power, so it's a 9k. All of your other anniversary characters get 500 power, and this has hand on core.
So
Shitty
so it
going,
becomes
like
like
you
10. Yeah, it's like comes out 10k hand on core.
Like the worst get lane ever.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, bro, this ain't
Bro.
it. This ain't it. This is a 1. This ain't
Yo,
it.
but it's hand on core though.
This ain't it. Yeah, it's a 1. It's a hand on core, but who cares, dude? I didn't
I
ask
care.
for that.
People care.
1-0 secure. If you don't have a character with Sakura and his name is cannot be played from hand, draw one.
Yeah.
This one
There's
really
a better,
is upstart
better
Goblin.
secure. There's a better secure in the set.
It sure is.
Oh yeah. And you have another upstart goblin with an extra effect in a color more reasonably played. So
But the other events have no color, Carmen.
true, but they
True.
do have color in your level.
They
Yeah.
count. Yeah, they count for your
Yeah.
characters though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what would you give this?
It's a 3. They're all 3 except for the standouts.
Bird.
1-0 cloud card. 2 or less Sakura and name. This cannot be played from hands. You need 3. Search your deck for up to 1 anniversary character. Show it to your opponent. Add it to hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Just choose one of your characters. Just gets 1k power. I think this card's actually pretty good. The name, the condition.
So having 3 Sakuras is so hard
Yeah.
when your primary brainstorm is a Tomoyo.
But
Yeah, so basically means you need 4 characters on board at least
Yeah.
before you play this.
Yep.
Which means
It is
the
good,
search is like not as powerful as when you just salvage on the first with just having 2 cards on board.
Yeah.
Or one,
Yeah.
or even just 1 card on board.
It's just 1. The salvage only needs a Sakura to get its effect and refund the stock. So, and you mill so much that it's not that big of a deal to only have salvage as your selective event. But like Jason said, this card is really good. It's just the field condition is whack. Another 3. I mean, if you're somehow in a deck that can support this, it can be very strong. But like, again, your primary brainstorm, Tomoyo, all of your soccer, like the search isn't really as good when you have to play all your combos down first, right? If we're just talking about choice, you have to like play your full front row or like front row plus Shinobu and then search. It's like, it's not as good.
I remember seeing everyone talking about it. It was like, Why couldn't the brainstorm be Sakura's friend Tomoyo?
Yeah.
That'd be so
Why
nuts.
couldn't they
Oh my
put
God.
Sakura in Tomoyo's card?
There's still
Unlucky.
time. They'll errata it.
All right, finishing up real quick.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to keep
All
going.
right, all right.
Alright, 0-0 Sakura. If you have 2 or less stocks, it gets 1500 power. At the start of your opponent's attack phase, you may move this to an empty slot in the front with the character across from it. It's a 3500 chaser.
Yep, it's a fine chaser.
Yeah,
That's all I
it's
can say.
totally fine. It's a 3. It's like before we saw the +2 clock plus, because this has Sakura name, I was thinking that like because you can chase this in front of like your opponent's smaller lane and it lives, it can kick your events into the next turn. But like the raw just +2 cards, maybe to add the event, is just better. So, but you know, this card is totally fine. If you want to play it, easy play. Got Sakura name, kicks your
Play
events.
it. You can play it. Feel
Got
free.
good art.
3.
Not a bad card. Yeah, it's a 3.
Yeah, if we're on play Ricky, I think this will be more worth it. It's a good old slime discussion. Do you play Chaser Ricky or do you play +2 whatever beater?
+2 and something else. Yeah.
3-2 Sakura experience. When displayed on stage from hand, if you have 2 or more Cloud card or Sakura card or Secure card with different names in the level zone, this gets 3500 power. And the following ability, this card's during this card's battle, your opponent cannot use backups. And if there are 3 or more, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Climax combo, pay 1, discard 3. This ability only activates up to once per turn. At the end of this card attack, if you have the Pants Climax in your Climax area, you may pay the cost. If you do, stand all of your other copies of this card. Note, if you opt not to pay the cost for the combo, you cannot later restand it and try to pay the cost and resolve the ability afterwards. If the timing hits and you opt not to pay the cost, it still counts as the once per turn activation. Also, the burn from the first effect is on play. I love Power Smile, Rin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't understand this, Randall's literally in the chat. Go watch his video. It's a legendary video on why the effect doesn't work when you pass it up.
Yeah, Power
Yeah,
Smile.
that is a legendary Weiss Schwarz video required.
Unfortunately, this is how the once per turn clause work for Weiss Schwarz. It has been like that for a while. I heard people talk about Vanguard, how they changed how once per turn worked for Vanguard like 4 years ago, but that change never came to Weiss Schwarz yet. I think Vanguard's like if you opt not to pay, you can activate it still.
No, I don't think it'll ever come to Weiss because of the way Weiss effect resolution works. I think it's just, I think it would break a lot of stuff actually. But yeah, okay, baseline here, it's an uninteractable like restand. For if you have 3 copies down, you get 6 attacks. For pay 1, pay 2, ditch 6, which is a lot. You have to have some
resolving
plus
once
in there.
Resolving once is not bad.
Yeah, resolving once is not bad. That's 5. If you only resolve once, 5 attacks with 3 of them. And you get the burns. I think getting the burn ones definitely is what makes it a completely reasonable finisher. I think it's like really lacking if you don't hit the burns. I think it's really lacking without the burns because you can't stand anything. It's all other copies of this. So like if you have the Fumio down, you know you're giving up an attack.
Okay, what do you mean by don't hit the burns?
You have to have 3. Like if you don't have all 3 events,
bro.
Okay, we already went over the event.
I was saying if you don't, I was saying if it didn't have the burns, it would be super underwhelming. It's the burns that make it reasonable.
Sorry. You said don't hit the burns, implying
no, you're gonna get them.
World where you're not getting this effect because you're always getting this effect.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting your opponent can't play backups, and you're getting like 14k across the board, and you get all these attacks in with the burn ones. It is totally reasonable to finishing package. It's just a lot of hand. You have to have 1 other plus in there somewhere off like full hand clock draw. Since these cards don't cantrip, you have to either hit a brainstorm, which again, like you don't need any additional stock going into your turn to play this out. You just need to play the Sakuras down. So that's 1 brainstorm hit or 1 plussing trigger hit because you can discard anything to be able to resolve 6 attacks.
Yeah, but for much less, you can just get 5 attacks. 3 burn ones, 5 attack.
5.
You get 13k beaters that cannot be backed up against. So you play around tap counter, you play around Mimic counter.
And you probably have enough stock to play that free fresh counter as well, if you need to, after the fact, since you only paid 1. So if you only do 5, you clear their whole board, get the burn ones. Your opponent can't really interact with you unless they have some sort of cracked event backup. Because it's only backups they can play events, but not as common to get blown out by those.
Yeah, I see this as the most common finisher that people pick, while the choice one is like an option people can go for.
Yeah, after playing with this, like, even a single time, I think this is probably what I'll end up going for, especially at the beginning. It's just a lot. Like, I mean, Randall literally said it in chat. You get 3 burn ones, you run over their whole board, and you probably sit with like some sort of follow up on the back end, even though this doesn't heal.
And 6/6 stock and just having your average 7 hand, which is like even if you have 5 hands starting turn, you can draw clock draw, and then you get 7 hand. 7 hand is like nothing. No problem getting 7 hand. It's only when you want to go beyond that.
And anything you have additional, you can get some extra stuff in there. If you play it with standby, there are potentials for this to like do crazy stuff. But I think that's like so high roll, I'm not even going to consider it right now. Yes, the ceiling is like ridiculous, but so much stuff has to go right for that to be like even a reasonable thought that, like, I don't know. Like, if you play this with standby, the craziest thing is like, you could do it early because the combo doesn't have any other part. If you like hit 2 standbys somehow and had the pants, but like whatever. Yeah, combo's good. I think this is an easy 4. Just non-interactive, like wipe your opponent's whole board, do some pings. And you get the pings go up front. So like the fact that you're restanding if your opponent leaves you 1s and 2s, get those nice sides, get that precise damage. Damage modulation, always good. Wins bazillion games even today. So
not bad of a finisher.
We like it.
Or how cheap it is to just resolve one.
I can buy this as like the best finisher in the set, to be honest.
It's so easy. You just slam it down.
It's just easy.
And the hardest part, you have the selection to easily get 3 of these. Like, yeah, the like
quote unquote hardest part is just getting triple. And
after people got over like, reading it and realizing it was like pretty good, it was like, wait, you got to have all 3 of them. But it's like the events you just get it, dude. You just get them. The events add so much selection and consistency.
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody actually saying, "Oh, but you need all 3 events," is just not actually thinking about what kind of deck this is in.
Oh, I was thinking about like adding. I was saying
you need 3 copies.
You need all 3 copies.
Like like other finishers,
filter for them.
But,
like, so who cares?
You play one card, level swap into another card that you're missing. Play one card, and like it's just like not like difficult.
Getting all 3 of these into your hand is like not an issue.
All right, moving on.
All right, 0/0 Sakura. When this is placed on stage from hand, this turn this with X power. X equals the number of your opponent's characters times 1,000. When it's put on stage from hand, you may the cost. If you do, discarding 1 climax. If you do, choose an enemy master you're winning them, add it to hand.
That's okay.
Not on play on death, but
potentially 6K. That filters.
True.
Yep, it can grab anything, but it's anniversary traded. So
can't grab the clear cards.
Yeah, I think this is easy too. It's another tech card filter.
0/0 Sakura. At the start of your opponent's attack phase, if all your character's anniversary, you may mill 1. If the card is level 2 or lower character, this turn this gets the following ability. When this card is front attack, you may turn this to hand. And then pay 1, send this to winning room. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Choose 1 anniversary character. Among them, show them to hand. Blah blah blah. Check pay 1 sack check for. This is the card you're talking about, right, Carmen?
No, there's a different one. There's a pay 1.
There's another one. Yeah, the memory one. Yeah.
Wait, this one works. This one works too, though.
Yeah, this one also works.
The main reason why you would usually play.
It's such a shame that this doesn't hit on like. Well, all the events are level 1s from this set specifically, but like, you mill 1 level 2 or lower character. You play so many events. This is like a blue splash for a non-event deck.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it also grabs characters.
It hits on characters. I see. For first effect. Unlucky.
Hits on characters and grabs characters, whereas all the other cards grab level 1 and higher.
Yeah. Unlucky.
So, but I think the card's fine. I mean, it's a
in the NER set.
Hand. that turns into another card, that's like super sick. It just doesn't fit with the event decks.
Yeah, and I think in any other set, this card would actually be pretty damn good.
Yeah. I
Oh
agree.
yeah. Easy 3. Doesn't fit in the set, but like strong card.
Okay, next cardo. 1-0 Akiho. Ah, my computer's spazzing out. Oh god. This gets -1 level on stage. Climax combo when there's attacks. If you have the Pants Climax in the Climax area and you have 2 or more other anniversary characters, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose to 1 anniversary character and up to 1 event from among them. Show them to your opponent, add them to your hand, send the rest to the waiting room. In this turn, this gets 1k power. If you add an event, discard 1.
Yeah, so I was saying this is like a pretty good option. The only downside is it doesn't have soccer name.
Yeah.
It actually,
That's literally it.
on rip, it actually reads better than a choice combo. It's just that it doesn't have soccer name.
Yep, and like Kevin said earlier, if you weren't here, there's a green 500 power clock bomb that also has like 1,000 power to level 0s because this card's level 0 on stage. It can sit at 6/5, swing in at 8/5 with one of those in the back row. Downside being that card does nothing else in the back row but give you power. So depending on the matchup, it could either be perfect and deny your opponent from killing your card, forcing them to side, or do absolutely nothing. So it really just depends on the field. But the card itself is strong. You look at one less card for the ability to possibly
And filter twice.
an event and filter. The downside here is that if you add only an event, like you reveal an event and like 2 climaxes or 2 climaxes and an event, you do not plus, you only filter. Even in early smoke testing, that came up a couple times. So it is a case you have to consider. Do I think it kills the card? Absolutely not. Card's still strong. There's reasons that you would play it over the other one. The big power line, yes, it's a level 0. Yes, your opponent could side. But then they're giving you a plus, and that plus is your combo, which means you're probably going to loop combo again. So them siding it is a 100% win for you.
Especially since it's pants too, so it's like, especially if you play like 8 pants, then it's like you're almost guaranteed to get another pants.
I love the Ayakashi bait.
Yeah, Ayakashi, you side to level 1 combo, and oops, they just level 1 combo again.
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah,
if you added 2 cards, I agree 100%. But the combo's still good. I'm gonna give this, I think it's equivalent to the other one. I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it can be really strong. I don't know about playing 8 pants. I feel like this pairs well with the choice finisher, and the other one pairs well with the pants finisher. The Sakura name thing does just come up. Like that's a real thing. Like your combo being Sakura name is like actually a big deal. Because of the brainstorm being Tomio. So I think that'll push a lot of people towards that at the beginning, but we might see this card pop up because it is powerful.
Sounds good.
Woo. 2-1 Kaho. All of your other Ruby Moon and Spinal Sun and Aerial above get 3,000 power. All of your other anniversary characters get 1,000 power. Brainstorm. Pay 1, rest 2 characters, flip over the top 4. For each climax, choose 1 character winning, add it to hand.
Worst is just a 1k brainstorm, tap 2 brainstorm. Unfortunately, the thing that buffs is not an early play.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. There's no way to play it early. But
it's not a combo either. It's not like a finisher either.
You can pick up anything with this brainstorm. This brainstorm isn't traded.
The power pump's traded though.
The power pump's traded, and the other power pump is name. So that sucks. I don't think it's super specific, but it's not a 1. It's a 2. Like it's not the worst thing ever. It can at least sit in your brainstorm spot and give you power. So like maybe in some sort of standby deck could be seen, because that other card would be powerful in a standby deck because it is very chonky.
Speaking of which,
3-2.
Yeah, this card is very chonky.
And Aerial above. Oh no, it's just Aerial. Memory, if you have Clow Read in your memory, this gets 4,000 power, and the anniversary encore. When this is put on stage from hand, if you have 2 more anniversary characters, choose 1 character in your clock, and set it to memory. Memory healer. But it's not an early play.
healer.
But it's not an early play.
If it was an early play, you could heal the 2/1 to memory to early player Sakura.
No.
They thought about that. That's why it's not an early play.
Yeah. This is 8 standby support because it's just like was it 11.5 hand on core, 15.5 hand on core.
Yeah, you would be playing
But
the
then
empty standby
a
from
standby.
the other set. Yeah.
8 standby is probably not it. Anyway, probably
Maybe.
I mean most likely
Just to
not
be a
it.
bunch of junk, but like I don't know. This card be what? It's 11k. Then wait, how big is this thing? It's 11.5, right? And then we add another 3. That's 14.
And
And then another
1.
1,000. 15.5?
Yeah, it's 15.5 hand on core.
Dude.
I
15.5 hand on core.
if this was clear card, I could see it. It can work in an 8 standby deck because you can play the clear card.
It
money
can't
counter.
be. It can't be clear card because of the lore. It can't be clear card.
Yeah,
It'd be an
unfortunately.
Akio if it was clear card, yeah.
Like if it was clear card,
Oh,
you could
well.
play the anti-damage. Was it anti-damage? I remember.
Malore.
Money counter.
Yeah, it's a level 3 full field money.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
Yellow.
since it's off trait, there's like no real benefits to play 8 standby.
If there's like some sort of 8 standby pile though, this card you will see this card in it because it's a 15.5 hand on core healer. It's ginormous.
Huge.
And like the other card is also good in standby. I don't know, just give that a 3, Kev.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's what I rate.
Oh yeah, I gotta rate that card.
I gotta put a star.
Alrighty, 3/2 Sakura. If you have 4 more other anniversary characters, because mine's 1 level in hand. During your turn, this gets 2,000 power. And then ditch 2 when it's been on stage from hand. You may look at the top 4 cards of your deck, choose to 1 anniversary character or event. Choose your opponent add it to hand, then send the rest to reading, and then put the top card of your deck of your stock in the clock. This card's bad.
Oh yeah,
It's
there
not
is a
good.
3.
Yumiko sucks.
There's 3
Thank you.
healers in the set. That's 2 more EP healers than Angeline will have.
I do not. Yeah. Okay, dude. You don't have to grind it in.
That's so true. But this
Yeah,
card
we
is so
don't. We
bad.
don't like Yumiko condition, man. Ditching 2 up front. It's so miserable, man. I remember when I saw like Andy resolve this for the first time, and just like the pain in his face.
It's just like you don't want to do it. You're just like,
It's just like I gotta heal, but this is the worst thing ever.
you know,
It's like,
like- And then there's
Yeah,
like, you know, it feels even worse when there's cards like Yuka, right? When
Yeah.
Yuka and I don't know what the name of the HPR girl is, so it's Yuka now.
Just on play heal
Um,
and then you may discard
ditch
one.
ditch one. No, I think it is that you have to ditch one, but it's
Regular
ditch,
heal and then salvage.
So
yeah,
it's
not
kinda
check for.
You just
This
pick up
could have
your card.
easily been that and had the event experience condition, but I feel like in the back half of the set, the designers were like, we have way too many cards that have the event experience condition. We have to make some cards that don't. Scrap the design. They have to ditch 2. It's Yumiko. Like, you know, it's unfortunate.
Yumiko's that card too. That like I remember a lot of people were like, no, Yumiko's like this card's gonna be really good, and I'm just like. And then I played with it, and then I was just like, yep, this is exactly as bad as I
expected.
Ditching 2 up front is for stuff you don't know is like just a little bit rough, especially when you're probably at the top of a compressed deck that you don't want to touch.
It just feels
It's like it can always be miserable. Yeah, it is an early play healer. We'll just give it a 2, move on. I'm sure the card will have defenders, but it's you just
They'll
play
have
the
defenders
Karo.
until that
Just
person
play
has
the
to play
Karo.
the card.
Just play Karo. Play events and play Karo.
All right,
Chloe.
Chloe.
From hand. Choose one of your characters that gets 500 power. Pay 1, send this to memory. Look up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Choose an anniversary character. Show it to your opponent. Add it to hand. Send the rest to waiting room.
They finally did it. These cowards. They finally printed one of these again, and it doesn't have to be standing. Let's go. This makes the cool, like, the really cool cooks, like, pop off. Like, you can use this with the rest to brainstorm that gives you back resources to then give you back cards to, like, keep going. You can do so much cool stuff with this when they can be rested.
Like, Oshino Code didn't be rested either.
It didn't? Okay,
No.
cool.
The only ones that requires to be standing are the one that grabs specific characters, usually.
Well, no, for a while, they were always have to be standing.
I don't think the check
Mushoku didn't, right?
Yeah, Selfie from Mushoku didn't.
No, Sylvie did not.
So what needed to get? What needed to be?
It's usually the stuff that.
No, it's always the like pay 1, send this to memory, salvage X card.
No, I swear every one I've played down.
No. The one Psychonal didn't even rested. The Capital didn't even rested. Like the Capital one.
Okay,
Mushoku doesn't
yeah,
need
but that card's
Mushoku
old.
doesn't need it.
Yeah, that card's
Whole
old,
Life
I
doesn't
wouldn't
need
bring a
it.
whole
The bolt
card
con from Whole Life doesn't need it to be standing or rested.
Also true. Gear Carmen, I think you're getting it mixed up.
I think
Maybe.
you're getting old, dude.
Maybe it's just the deck I play where
What
think you're just
deck were you
imagining it. I
playing?
think
What
you're just
the
imagining
fuck?
it.
maybe I am
Name me a
imagining it.
card. Name me
Anyway,
a card.
it's cool. I can't name you a card on the spot because I'm a fraud.
Okay.
Okay.
But
knew
I
that.
feel like that's definitely been a thing I've run into before. Anyway, there's potential here.
All right.
Okay.
What'd you
I like
this?
I
Oh,
love that. I
three.
love that P word.
Okay.
It's my favorite P word.
Okay. Sure.
You use it with the brainstorm, and then you go infinite.
1-0 Sakura, except you can't go in because it goes to memory. But anyhow, 1-0 Sakura. All of your other anniversary characters get 500 power. Rest 2 of your characters. Look up to the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose the one event from among them. Show it to your opponent. Add it to hand. Send the rest to waiting room. And if you added a card, discard a card. Rest this. Choose 1 card in your level zone and 1 card in your waiting room. Swap them. Another level swap.
Oh, it's like an option. You don't want to play a brainstormer.
Yeah, but it's not a plus either. So have fun not playing your brainstorm.
Yeah, if you're like a Magi or something, wouldn't be an option. That wouldn't be a bad option. But you have...
I feel like this legitimately could have been rest 2, look at 3, add an event, just plus, and it wouldn't have even been that bad.
I think it would at least need like a...
Because it's still like expensive. It's still expensive because you're resting 2 cards. There's like no like consistency to hit it. Because even on 10 events, that's not really real.
This
But
card
if
should just be Yang's dad.
No. Yang's
This
dad?
should just be Yang's dad.
Who the fuck is Yang?
That's the pay 1, ditch 1, rest it, look at top 3, add a card
Oh, that one.
from Wooby.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like similar to this, but better.
Yang's dad's good. That card's in Blue Archive too.
I don't like this.
That
This is
card's
like
also
a
in,
one. I don't think you need this at all. Actually. Top 3.
I think if you had a Magi,
You don't need this card.
is
Yeah,
this
you do
an
not need
option?
it.
Yeah, if there'd been a Magi, that'd have been pretty sick.
Yeah.
When are they gonna give us a
would
Magi
be
that can
sick.
grab character or event? A Magi's in the relevant power creep now, right? 1-0 UA, not the Lolly Vampire. Assist experience if you
Thank
have
God.
an event in your level zone.
Fuck.
All your characters in front of this get shut the fuck up, Kevin. 400 power and pay 1 at the start of your opponent. Your start of your Encore phase. If you don't have another rested character in your front row, then you may pay the cost if you do rest this. Hard Encore. I like Hard Encore.
That's actually not
Choose one of
horrible.
your anniversary characters. What?
I think it's like not bad.
Rest this. Choose one of your anniversary characters.
Only
I
problem is
think
not
it's
Sakura.
good.
Not Sakura name though. That's the only problem.
Yeah, it's a good
One of the
Yeah, oh
this
my
is like
God.
this is like a good free act. But yeah, not Sakura names. But it can keep one of your Sakura names around.
Wow.
Which is sick. I don't know. This card definitely has like a use somewhere. There's something with this. Giving cards that don't have plussing abilities historically pretty good.
Yeah, that's
or
right.
like to keep them on stage historically pretty decent. Again, your like level 1 combo, even though this is blue and that one is yellow. Swings big, sits small. You can use this to save your combo, go off again.
Keep your choice level 1 alive. Is you can always get a 2-soul beater.
Tap also kicks your Shinobu, so you could have like a combo looping situation where this is in your back row, slot. You attack with the Shinobu in 2 combos. You Haruna 1 and Shinobu the other back to your hand.
Yeah, I love
single turn.
playing. It sounds like you're just trying to play with Musume guy. Like,
Yeah, well, you know, the horses.
mm-hmm.
I think I
Glue,
love horses.
They
Horses have
become
good.
glue.
Horses are dude. They do have good glue. It's true.
Yeah.
All right, what would you give this?
Oh, I think it's a 3. There's potential here with this card.
Bench.
Could be,
Not bad.
very
There's
strong.
the word again.
Yeah.
1-0 Sakura. When this is put on stage from hand, choose 1 character and up to 1 event or climax from your hand. Show them to your opponent. You may send them to stock in any order. Pay 1 when this attacks. You may twin drive.
It is a 1-0 version of the Utaha Twin Drive, but now you can potentially stock 2. And a stock 2.
Sugoi.
Yep. I mean, it's a cute tech. The like possible double hand of stock.
Character first, climax second. Profit.
Pay it out.
Only problem is,
I think it's a little too cute. Maybe a 2.
What's the problem, Kevin?
there's no stock.
what is the
You
problem?
don't need stock.
Yeah,
What
you
if I
don't
need
need
hand
stock.
fix? What if I need hand
Well,
fix?
you need stock in the green deck,
True. Okay, time plays in the green deck.
and you also need hand, and you also need everything.
You know what else can give you stock? You'll see it soon.
Spoilers. Alrighty. 2-1 Sakura. If you have 2 or more other anniversary characters, it gets 8,000 power, so it's a 10-5. When this is played on stage from hand until the end of your opponent's next turn, this gains the following 2 abilities. This card, during your opponent's turn, this gets 2,000 power, and this gets Bodyguard. Why couldn't Blue Archive just have this card?
They keep printing this, man.
10-5 Bodyguard. I mean, it's not a bad
This is
card.
in-
If you have a bad mid game, this is like a 1 card can potentially solve it.
Yeah, this is literally one of those cards that's like your opponent slams this, and you're just like, you dumb.
Yeah. Uma has this. HBR has this. Now this has this.
This does have this.
Versailles had this.
It's like, I don't know. There's every time I go to the one Ohio locals around, I swear, my one buddy there, Aaron, I swear every single deck he plays has this like effect in it, and then he like plays a memory kick counter, and he's like, look, your board's gone, and I go, well, those were all level 0s, I don't care about. Bye.
But it's like,
but no, I feel like they keep that like keeps showing up in like a bunch of different sets. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, you could play this with gloves. That's a good point. You just with the gloves from set 1, but this is a Cloud card.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can even target it. Does gloves? I can't remember if gloves only targets clear card. I can't remember. But anyway, or with any backup, you have a memory kick counter. You can do the play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for like a 1 or 2 card slot commitment, you can just get like a decent or like level 2 play.
Yeah, it like gives you something to do. I play that. I
For one
have
stock.
this like in my Uma deck as like a one
I
card
cut
mid
this card
game.
from Uma. I think this card was dog shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I
My
haven't
Mocha
gotten
top
the deck in my hands
end wants to win lane so bad, right?
yet. Yeah, I haven't got the deck
I
in my
think
hands
this
yet.
card.
So.
The only type of event you found this card was really good was during Heaven Merge Dread, where they actually got a benefit from having open lanes.
Yeah,
it would have been good. It would have been good in Blue Archive. They had the cards to make it pretty good.
This is
the
also,
Blue Archive one scuffed? I didn't.
Yeah, it's a fucking weenie.
Oh, okay.
This is also pretty bad in the pants finisher, but it could probably find a spot in what's it called? H-Voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you never
Just a
play.
splash.
Okay, because we've gone through all the cards now. Real talk. If you play a choice in this set, I think you're just actually inting yourself. Like I think that's like the worst possible combination of cards. I think you always play either pants choice or choice pants, and you're not. There's like no room. For
You don't
debate
have
on
enough
that.
soul triggers to play.
Yeah, that's my
at
problem.
all.
This is
There's
not-
no way.
The only reason PJS gets away with that is because you have the brain from
The
that says
events,
you're playing 6 to 8 more soul triggers technically, but you don't
I could
have that in
totally
this.
see this in pants choice, like because these event decks
fake
have no
mid
mid game, so you just toss it in there.
But yeah, I think it's either pants choice or choice pants. So I personally, that's the way I keep looking. Every time I look at Sakura, I'm just like, yeah.
Okay, the gloves does target any character. Okay, yeah.
All right,
there's
what would
something
you give
going
this
on
though?
there. I give it a 3. Yeah, it's fake, easy 1 card mid game patch.
Let's go.
8 pants could definitely work. I just don't know. If
Yeah.
it's easy to
Okay,
play.
Eight pants is viable.
I think 8 pants. I was more like the rearrangement. I just think it's like
You can't play choice.
level.
Eight
the
choice
level
just
1 is just so
grief.
appealing. Yeah, the choice level 1 is just so appealing because it's Sakura name that I would be inclined to play that. I just don't think 8 choice is like ever playable. It was more what I was like. Exactly, like I was being.
There's just nowhere
like,
near enough soul triggers. Yeah,
All right, next
but
card.
I said yeah.
Oh, it's Carmen's
this
favorite
one.
card.
2-1
Oh, yeah.
Sakura, level X. Discard 1 event, rest this, heal 1. This card's insane.
Yeah, this card is
you
absolutely
play so many
nuts.
events. You have so many ways to grab events, and you just heal.
Yeah, this
Hey,
card's
Hey, for the card we just looked at, it's nice that it's a level assist and not to level 3s.
True.
You can work with that. Yeah, events come into your hand, you just heal. You just tap this card, you heal. Heal.
Carmen loves Future Devil. He loves 2-1s that heal.
Oh yeah, we love that. But like, yeah,
You
I
know, this
mean,
is a card in he.
is it?
Like they never played it.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I think that because you do have the selection, you could probably get away with running a really thin line of this. You probably run 2 just for soul triggers, like if you can, just
Yeah,
for
it's like probably
one of your
best for,
choice. But you can also probably get pretty greedy and like try to play one because just you do have the salvage event. You have so much ways to churn cards in and out of your hand. You could easily play one and still put this down in the games where you can play it. Not every game will go long enough, nor will you have the excess hand in some games to be able to do it. Probably more often with the choice finisher than the pants finisher. You'll have opportunities to play this down and get the heal. But with the pants finisher, maybe you don't have the hand to be thrown in this unless the game
I think
goes
with the
long.
pants finisher you do have the card. The hand.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
well,
I guess
pants
if you're
finisher,
only doing-
it's the same amount of hand requirement as choice.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
pants
it's just
finisher is
3.
like.
Are
the
we-
thing
are
that
we
makes
going
me
for-
like this?
We're thinking of going for
I don't
just
think you
5
go.
attacks.
Yeah,
just go in for
it's just
5
way too much resources to try to get the 6th attack,
to
which I
try
don't
to
think
get
is
for
worth it.
double.
Unless you have like a really
The
nuts
standby
game.
the standby thing is like a meme.
But
right?
even if you have a really nuts game, I think just healing with the 2 in Sakura might be just better.
Yeah.
Yeah, heal this down. Play the Caro, 2 heals.
Sakura doesn't have an
turn.
on-play effect either, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
I think that deck would rather just extend its mid game as long as physically possible, and then just play off the fact that the Sakura is so cheap. You could just kind of slam them, be like ping one, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Please die.
Also makes the Sakuras like big enough to hit over literally anything if they weren't already. So.
They become like 14-5. So
I think this
14-5
might be.
backup.
I think this card might be the 5 in the set. This card might be the
Oh, our first 5
Crazy.
at the end.
Oh, true. Actually, we haven't seen a 5 at all.
5.
I really thought he would have given Tomoyo the 5. I thought Tomoyo deserved the 5 because she's just so fundamental to the game plan. But I think I can understand not giving it to her either.
Yeah,
But-
it just wasn't. They're all super good effects, but not like this is like a wow.
I
This is like heal for no stock every turn when I'm playing all these events. That when I'm on my second deck, I maybe don't want to mill into my deck all the time anyway.
When I'm
It
on my
seems pretty
grind game
sick.
shit.
Yeah, this card's awesome.
Not bad.
Yeah, he's been literally cooming about this card to me for the last like however long since it got revealed. He's like,
Yeah,
this
since
card's
it got
so
revealed,
sick.
I was like, this is it. Like this is what makes.
Wait,
it
this is a
sick.
pants? Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
0-0 Sakura. At the start of your encore step, if this is the pants in the climax area and you have another anniversary character, you put the top card of your deck into stock. Pay 1, rest this, flip over the top 4 cards of your deck. For each climax, check 3, add 1. This card is so close to being like sick. It's just nerfs Kaguya. Smooth.
It's the Kaguya Brainstorm, but blind stock instead of any character in waiting room stock.
It's also encore phase, so it buries any card you triggered.
Yeah,
True.
I don't like burying the cards you trigger. The reason the Kaguya one was good is that you could like amass so much clean stock by getting rid of it.
Yeah.
What do you
I
give
think
this?
is the audio freaking out?
What?
What?
I was hearing double audio from Kevin. All right.
Well, it's nerfed.
I don't know. I
Kaguya.
think it's a 3.
3.
Yeah.
It's Kaguya combo of 5 in your mind. Like full power Kaguya.
Kaguya combo's like like level 0 Kaguya? Like the JP deck with the 8 door?
Like just the combo itself.
Okay, I mean, personally, I think that is one of my favorite level 0 combos ever printed.
The
it's
only
still
thing,
probably like a
the only
4,
thing
though.
I can probably beat is like Elizabeth
Himeno?
combo.
I mean, Himeno's insane.
I think Himeno's better than Elizabeth, personally, but
Okay, understandable.
that's just my bias because I like that she's 1 card versus 2 cards. Like the more needing more of them to like feel strong. I don't like that. But yeah, I think Kaguya is like probably like a 4. I would even be inclined to give it a 5 just because. But 0-0 Yukito. All of your other anniversary characters get 500 power. When a climax is placed in your climax area, choose one of your characters. This turn he gets +1 soul.
Yep.
Yeah, just a 1. Who cares? Don't need this
You
card.
will never play this card.
No, poor Yukido.
0-0 Sakura. When this is played on stage from hand, if your opponent has one or less cards in the front row, choose a cost 0 or lower character in your opponent's front row, send it to waiting room. Put the top card of your deck in the clock. When it's put on stage from hand, you hit the cost. If you do, put the top card of your deck in the stock. It's Takamichi!
Yo!
Takamichi looking a little different.
Wasn't Takamichi a Jabbar? Or is Takamichi a rare?
Takamichi's like an uncommon, dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Common, uncommon? He's one of those two. I think he's on par rarity, actually.
Yeah. Takamichi obviously can be really, really powerful in a deck where he's needed. Like maybe the deck that needs a bazillion stock and a bazillion resources. Maybe this is a card that goes in that deck. But yeah, it can be really, really fucking strong.
You gotta play this in your bar deck. You hit that 10 stock threshold.
On its nose, I think Takamichi has the potential to be so powerful. I think it has to be.
Takamichi is actually inherently like a pain effect. I think it's just.
Yeah, I think it has to be a 4. I think the card profile in general is like this card is like totally like fine and good early, and then it can just scale so insanely by just like giving you free resources. Cheating resources is good. Like it's always going to be good.
Right?
Walking yourself to this T3-6 doesn't matter if your opponent can't deal damage to you.
Real.
Yep.
Real and true.
Yeah, very true.
0-0 Sakura. When this is put on stage from hand, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose the one event among them. Show it to your opponent. Add it to hand. Send the rest to waiting room. If you added a card, discard a card. And then when it's put on stage from hand, choose one of your opponent's characters until the end of your opponent's next turn. It gains the following ability that cannot move slots.
Oh, maybe it's Hestia.
Testia.
You can randomly dunk on standby decks for no reason. Is Kevin dying? Yeah, I haven't this cough in a while. And I went to the doctor's yesterday. Again.
Yeah. The being able to just like jam 3-4 of this in your deck, don't feel bad about it, just like play it is like super awesome. We like it. Easy 3. And you play so many events. It's gonna be a hand filter more often than not.
If you haven't noticed, I've been downing some cough candies this stream.
That's so bad for you. There's so much sugar.
Yeah, but I don't take cough candies except for these streams.
Okay, fair enough. 0-0 Yukito. When spit on stage from hand, if you have another anniversary character, this gets 2,000 power. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, if you have another anniversary character, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is all 2 or higher, add it to hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you don't need this. It's a 1.
Yeah, you don't need this.
Pack filler. Poor Yukito.
Yeah.
1-0 Sakura. Act back up. Execute number of members because of 500. Sure.
You can have a 2-5 backup.
Power crept ice cream counter in 2024. Insane.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean it's really funny. I'm down. Give it the 3. That's sick.
You just said there your opponent's like, fuck, he's a full board. I have to play around an extra 500 power for no reason.
Yep.
1-0 Sakura. Once attacks, if you have 2 or more other anniversary characters, this gets 2,000 power. Pay 1 during your opponent's turn when this is reversed. You may pay the cost if you do rest this. It has hard encore. Oh my God.
I think you have better stock plussing level 1.
So many better.
Just put the UA in your deck and turn any character in your front row into this card.
Real.
Yeah.
I actually get to be Musume, dude.
Yeah, but this one's soccer name.
Shut up. This is
1.
Packer.
Soccer name matters.
1.
1.
You matter.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I think
you won UA. Pay 2. Thank you. Pay 2. Send one of your characters from stage to waiting room. Any change counter. To waiting room.
Change counter.
To waiting room, though.
Easy 2. It's a sack. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty, 2-1 Sakura. If you have 4 more other anniversary characters, this gets 6,000 power. When it's put on stage from hand, if you have 2 more other anniversary characters, you may draw 2. If you do, discard 2.
Oh, why isn't it free? Like,
it's so cool because they learned.
Like Overlord.
Because they learned.
Yeah.
Why isn't it free like Overlord?
Overlord.
We have a 1 cost check X in an equivalently relevant color. Like, I don't think you need this.
I'm so glad they learned. Honestly, like.
The Uma one is so gross. You just keep throwing it down.
Well, the Uma one's a 1-0. That card's like whatever. Comparatively, like those are that's the 2 draw 2. Like these are the like. Well, I'm thinking like the maid from Overlord. That's what I mean.
Yeah, maid. Yeah.
That's just no thought. Head empty. Ditch 1.
Bossless.
Just draw 2. Ditch 2. Big bungus. 0 stock. Very cool.
All right. 2, 1.
What do you think of this
1,
card,
2?
though?
It's a 2. It's
Playable as a 1 stock.
Yeah.
I was getting somewhere earlier than the 3-2.
Once
Oh,
you're
here we
secure, if you don't have another character with Sakura in its name that cannot be played from your hand, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, choose the one of anniversary character or event from among them, show it to your opponent, add it to hand, send the rest to waiting room. I think this is the second time this effect's been printed, by the way.
Imagine if your
Character
camera could
event.
grab another camera.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
It's
Or
actually
your
kind of insane.
camera that put cards in grave could grab your card that salvages cards from grave for free.
I love Project Sakura.
The conversion here is like just really fucking insane. This is like the best event for sure. This is always the one you play 4 of.
Oh, it's insane.
Pretty much all the time. Is this a 5? Do we just give this a 5?
I mean, look.
Up to you.
Yeah.
Project Sakai has had this card, and it didn't see any play until the newest set.
Okay,
also now
but
Venture
the
Good.
yellow deck didn't see any play until.
In the
the
context
off
of this set,
play.
this
Just
is
not
the card that makes the deck run. This stuff.
All right, you giving this a 5?
Yeah. And I think this is the reason why you never bother with the yellow secure, because you always just want to jam.
Yeah, you
for
want
this.
You want this one.
Yeah, you
100%.
always want this.
Definitely agree on that.
GG's.
Card is just good. When you have good events, adding events is good. Go figure.
All right.
That's a head scratcher.
Someone is secure events. Just a reminder. We have this one. Search.
1/1. Yeah, 1/1. If you don't have a character Sakura, search your deck for a clear card character. Show it to your opponent. Add it to hand. Shuffle your deck. Choose one of your opponent's characters until the end of the opponent's next turn. It gains 1k power and the following. Or choose one of your characters. Oh my god. Pay one of your and then gains 1k in Twin Drive.
Not better than the torch.
No. 1/0 secure. Gloves. It is give a character X power. X is 500 times your stock.
Not as good as. Whatever.
No.
Torch.
That's also torch.
Mhm.
1/0. If you don't have a character with
This got
Sakura, then you cannot
reprinted
play this
twice.
card. Draw a card. Not as good as torch.
This is
Also now
reprinted.
has a new name.
Yep.
2/2 secure. If you don't have a character with Sakura or anything, you cannot play this from your hand. Search your deck for 2 clear card characters from your opponent. Put them in your hand. Shuffle your deck. Choose characters. Gets 2k power. Not as good as torch.
Okay, why
Yep.
why is this one get to be two counter though? Oh yeah, this one gets to be counter because
Oh yeah, true.
the
It's
condition
just-
it has is a Sakura condition. That's why.
Yeah, the other one's just music. Man.
Come on.
Yeah, not being able to easily play this with Akio
Yeah.
on the board is the thing that makes you. wanna
Okay,
play.
wait. That one is still easy to play because it's just once. Any of the ones that are just a Sakura, I think are like disgustingly easy to play. It's the ones that are 2 Sakuras that are
Maybe. I feel like with Shinobu parked in the back, sometimes you will be in like weird situations where you're like, I could pounce this now, or I could play my event, and I don't know. The Akio is definitely still strong though. Like,
Well,
So then
you
look at
can
your hand,
always
you're
have
like,
the
"Oh, my hand."
when you're playing Akiho, you always have the clock bomb in your back.
You'll have the clock bomb in the back row.
Yeah, dude.
you'll have the clock bomb every time that card.
Yeah. You always
mean,
have
At
this in
least,
the back.
at least that card's cute.
I mean, like,
It's not unjustifiable to run 4 of. And
if I'm
in the
being
end,
real,
it's a 500
I
clock
mean,
bomb.
you probably will have. Probably will actually have.
Like this is like the +2 Ricky plus clock bomb is basically just Hakuro
I
plus
guess,
Shuna.
Yeah, if you resolve that, you play a high account of it. The chances that
Smile.
you have it chilling is probably high.
Yeah, smile.
Yes, Smile. All right.
I
With
feel
that
like
being
that
said,
competes with slots with Shinobu though, and I'd rather play Shinobu.
What doesn't?
that was the entire review show. Carmen, final thoughts and final rating for the set as a whole.
I think Cardcaptor Sakura is going to be totally fine, totally reasonable on power line set for current JP meta. That being said, JP meta right now is pretty wide. Like we were talking about at the right now, we're kind of like in all these sets were like super crazy, and like now all the sets are coming like kind of on like the same line for right now.
All top decks got hit down to the power level.
Yeah. So I think you'll be very well off playing this set in the modern JP meta, or if you're just bringing it to mixed locals, I don't think you'll have any issues at all, unless you are playing like it would suck to sit. It's gonna suck to sit down against full power Chainsaw Man no matter what you're playing against. So don't worry
If you
about
saw the world champion for JP, he posted a tier list, and he put 0 decks in tier 1, which is basically just a statement of there's no overpowered deck right now. Every deck is
deck's pretty viable.
compete with each other right now.
Which is perfect for a set like this, where the set is definitely more on the fair side, but you have some pretty standout, powerful stuff in here. And event-based decks are always super comfy. They're super high consistency. You have so much deck speed, deck control. They reward good fundamentals. They're always fun to play. So.
With that being
so
said,
I guess you want me to give it an overall score, Kevin?
Yeah. Out of 5.
I think it's a 4. Probably the same as Blue Archive. Probably
Kevin told me Blue Archive was a 3.
Yo, Blue Archive is pretty mid.
I think
it still seems pretty mid.
I think Blue Archive.
You're mid.
Not to get into it. I think that Blue Archive, when you read through all the cards,
I'm willing to get into this.
When you read through all the cards, like just in a slideshow,
you don't even have your cards
and you're not playing them. Like I do think Blue Archive seems a little mid because I literally ran into that, like reading cards when I was bringing it at the beginning. And then you start playing all the decks and you're like, no, the card quality is just really high. It's just like sneaky about it. It doesn't have like... Sakura has more flashy stuff, but Blue Archive has such good glue everywhere. You just throw together whatever you want.
That's what I was saying, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a 4.
Okay. I think a good glue deck is just a 3.
Your mom.
Fuck you,
Shut up,
bitch.
Kevin. You
Okay,
bring
I'm sorry.
Saikano to locals against Alice and tell me it was good.
He did do that.
He literally did. What
literally
an incredible... See, you're sacking so hard you can do that. Nobody could sack harder than Kevin, dude.
I was like, shit, I found 2 of my level 2 beaters. They answer it to counter.
He got a 4.
Shit. Alright.
Basically, every single card in the set that you think is good, Carmen gave a 4.
Yeah, Carmen's a monster.
Like, that better, like, blatantly good. Not just like, yeah, that card's good. And you think it's good. Like if you think... If it's like a blatantly good card, Carmen gave it a 4.
Carmen is also a set reviewer in PGH Weiss, so
yeah,
he's
a lot more strict.
I'm so jaded.
Alright, thank you to our sponsors, Nova TCG. Best price in North America to buy this. Is it the setup on Nova TCG yet? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah. If you want to buy it and you don't want to deal with Japan shipping, Nova TCG got your back.
Which you paid a lot more buying it from Japan than you are buying it from Nova, that's for sure. So,
but support NA. Support our scene NA. And the shout outs to YC Time, best place in North America and the world to get content about Weiss Schwarz. Translation better than Horror Card.
Horror Card like doesn't even fucking update their shit.
Tournament decks profiles for English better than the official Weiss Schwarz website because they never fucking post deck lists on their site anymore. Strictly Broken. We're cool. Please buy from us. Yeah.
Buy Chainsaw Man. It's out.
Any shout outs you want to give, Carmen?
What'd you say?
Any shout outs for you?
Oh, shout out to Liam at Weiss and Chill for this comfy shirt.
Skill issue.
Yeah.
True.
And
real. Alright, with that being said, I think the next show is probably quintuplets, maybe. Maybe we feel like it. It's quints. But it's a trading booster that doesn't have any CXs and looks pretty boring. Yeah, looks like one of those, like the whole live one.
And if it's not, then it's Aobuja?
Yes, Bunny Girl! My favorite. I'm buying Bunny Girl. I heckin' love my. Alright, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys!
See ya!